for the Simpsons Hit and run by our very own LiquidWifi.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Well, let's just get started. I'll explain some stuff in the intro. So, I'll count down from 3. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, well, this is Simpsons Hit and Run 100%. I run this, I believe, last ASM during Fast. And a few things have changed since last time. But let me just explain what 100% is right off the bat. So in 100% you have to complete all story missions, bonus missions, and races. There are a certain amount of gags you need to collect. You need to get every single vehicle, every single clothing item, collect every wasp camera, which are floating all around Springfield, and there is a ticket in Lisa that you can only collect once you've gotten all the cards for the juicy last 100%, last 1%. Without that, it just gets to 99%. So this category has a lot to go for it. And you'll notice I'm doing Better 100%. Better 100% uses a mod that allows you to skip the coin grinding segment. First here, though, we got bush strat, so we got to get this wasp and climb up the bush. And then we'll reset our car and we're on the other side onto the quickie mark, which is a very good start already.
I wish I had a dog with it.
So Better 100% allows you to skip coin grinding. It's a mod that it's completely allowed for this particular run because coin grinding is 20 minutes of doing nothing. It's really bad. So we just skip it and it'll just give me the coins instead. So I picked up all the gags out, inside the quickie mart. Now I'm going to mission warp to the next mission. So a lot of this route involves just picking up things whilst being in missions or very close to after missions. So you kind of get very innovative with what you can do and what you can't do within a certain time limit, which really gets shown quite a bit later in the harder levels, particularly Homer 2 and Bart 2. So it's pretty important to make sure you can get stuff as fast as you can in this category. I'm going to be picking up coins because I need to buy everything. I need a total of something like 14,000 coins for the entire run. And that's where coin grinding would come in, because you can only get 6,000. Oh, I just got that. That's interesting. I'll take it. You can only get 6,000, 7,000 or so before the game is just like, okay, now you've got to get a different, you got to find coins a different way. Because boxes give you 31, wasps give you 25, and vending machines give you 16. So once you empty all those out of the game, you've kind of just got to find another way to get coins, which their intended way is to do wager races. But we've found a way to cut out the 2 hours and like 13 minutes or something of doing wager races and cut it down to 20 minutes of coin grinding, which is still a lot to coin grind, but it's you know, it's much better than 2 hours of wager races. So we're gonna get our first costumes here. I'm going to do the fan favorite of Homer Casual and wear it for all of the first level. Everyone loves Homer Casual. So yeah, that's one example of needing to buy everything in the game. Now we're gonna head to Petty Theft. Flanders' items have been lost in the sense Homer stole them and spread them all around Springfield for whatever reason. Not much really goes on in this mission, so if you have any donations, this is a good time to read them.
Not at the moment, but as always, you can go to donate.ozspeedruns.com to make some donations, and we still have plenty of incentives that you can contribute to.
Make sure you donate, get those donations.
Give us those donos so we can see more Homer nudes.
I gave it to Barney.
So, something that I forgot to mention is that there was a doorbell in the school. Doorbells don't count as gags, they don't add to the percentage completed. Because the way that percentage completed is tracked is in the scrapbook, which is in the main menu. So, that's why we also don't need to watch all the cutscenes, because whilst there is something that says, hey, you've watched this many movies out of the 7 that are in the game, you don't actually need to watch all the movies to have the thing count to 100%. For whatever reason, you do need the ticket for 100%, but you don't need to watch the cutscene that the ticket actually provides, which is very bizarre. So we're going to pick up, not Flanders, the Quickie Mart roof here, and there's another card just on top of this vent.
Bouncy, bouncy.
So despite this being better 100%, it's still, and it gives me the coins for coin grinding, I still have to pick up as many coins as I can throughout the run, because I need to be able to afford things at certain points.
Can't you see I'm driving
And that'll become very noticeable in the last level, because you often end up with like 5, 10, maybe 15 coins left over in the last level when you're buying stuff with this particular route. So I have to really make sure that I do have enough coins. So I push Flanders past the stone pathway there, because if I park right next to him, what'll happen is the car will despawn, and I'll have to wait a little bit to be able to get back into my car until like the mission complete text disappears. And that just loses a bit of time, so I can just push him towards Wigham's Garden, which I have to go anyways. And be able to get in the car and drive away, whilst the mission complete text is like fading away. So it basically just kills any dead time. And we do that a couple of times. So what I did after I picked up Wigham's house is I main menu warped. Main menu warping. This is a tough thing to explain very lightly, because main menu warping is entirely done for the purposes of getting more wasps with your car. So, to put it as simple as possible, wasps in this game aren't 20 individual wasps. There are 2 wasps, and sometimes 3, depending on the level, where, they teleport to 20 different locations. So, when you kill a wasp, that wasp's collision is removed, and whilst you can still kick it, it is not able to be like gotten by a vehicle, so you can't run to it with the plow king, for example. So a main menu warp resets this collision. There's a lot more that goes into Wasp. That's sort of just a basic understanding. So this is our first forced car mission. The plow king is required for this, and it's actually the fastest vehicle. For the longest time, we used the family sedan, then we switched to a traffic car. And then we finally realized, hey, using the intended vehicle is actually quite fast. So hopefully if I can nail this strat, you'll see this. I'm a little bit behind him here. There you go. So this should be one more hit, and then he'll die to this one. That's good. And that's why we use the Plow King. It is considerably faster than everything else that we have so far. But yeah, to go back to Wasps, to sort of give you an idea about how complicated what a simple thing is. There's a flowchart that exists of whether or not a wasp will choose to evade or attack you, and this flowchart is like 3 pages long. It's ridiculous. There's a couple of things in this game like that. That's wasps, there's baby van, there's a few things. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look up and then zoom in with the camera, and what that does is it causes me to float, because it deloads from its character. So when I walk off a ledge, it'll just carry that height, or the height value that I have, and just keep me walking along. That's useful there. We'll use it in one other location as well. I'm going to pick up Plow King here because I need it for the next mission. And what I did there after I picked up is I got something called Enter Skip Storage, or ESS. You'll see that a lot through the run. Normally when you warp to a mission, what will happen is there'll be like black bars that like come in from the top and the bottom, and then you like have to watch your camera pan in to like show like, hey, this is the area you're in, and you have to go this direction or something. But by getting a car from the phone booth and using and being able to skip like the camera pan that happens when you pick up the car, you can skip the camera pan in that happens when you warp into a next mission. So that's another pretty complicated thing. It's kind of hard to understand at a base level, unfortunately.
Black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie.
But it's pretty useful throughout the run. It makes it so this has very little downtime. And this is the first unskippable cutscene that we have, which is utterly horrifying in French. So I'm glad I'm not playing French today. So we're in a follow mission. This is kind of the first instance of rubber banding. Rubber banding is something that will happen throughout the entire game, although it tends to go away when you get to level 5 or 6. It just doesn't really do anything anymore. For those who don't know what rubber banding is, it's basically when you're close to a car, it'll go faster. If you're far away from a car, it'll go slower so you can catch up. And the first 2 levels, it's pretty forgiving. Then you get to 3 and 4 and it's a bit more rough, but after 4 it's expect that you're quite good at the game. So it doesn't really have any rubber banding anymore at that point. I'm going to look backwards here because it manipulates his AI to not get stuck at the barn. But sometimes he gets stuck on the side there.
That hurt.
And then we're going to once again manipulate his AI once we enter the power plant car park. So then he doesn't get stuck at the jump. In an ideal situation, he'll just drive straight through the tunnel to his left, which he's done beautifully. I'll take the shortcut. And this is the main reason why we made menu warps, is because of these 2 wasps and the card that's here. Getting all of these on foot is almost impossible, but luckily with ESS, this is interesting. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, with ESS it makes it possible, so what we can do is we can just stand here and we'll finish the mission. That was a little bit close for comfort, I'll be honest. So there's a card in this alleyway that we need to pick up. This is really the only good location where you can get this card, which is unfortunate. Like, there is one other place, but it's kind of messy with the route. So now we're going to do some Bone Storm.
I'll do my best.
This is a pretty nothing mission, so this is another good time for donations, or plugging the event if you have any.
Good news, we have some donations.
Hey!
$10 from Atomic Caleb saying, tell Liquid to reset his run, Kappa.
No! No!
Correct answer. We have $100 from James. Hey Liquid, want to continue our donation war? Best of luck. Put this toward Banjo-Kazooie. Thank you, James. $5 from Rycon Gaming AU. Donuts. I mean, donations. $15 from Natalie. Easy to get me donating if it's for a good cause. Just happy to help. We have $250 from Background Character 592. Beyond Blue is beyond based. I wholeheartedly support what they do. Liquid's also cool, I guess.
A lot of people have pool. If only.
$10 from Anonymous, turning sad faces into smiley faces. And finally, $5 from It's Me. Ask Liquid about the butter incident.
No. Not
Hey,
happening.
Liquid, tell me about the butter incident.
No, I will, I'll pass on that one. I'll pass on that one.
So what's with all the first-person moments there? Are these frame rate adjustment or for advanced steering, I guess?
First person does absolutely nothing except for preference of driving. It doesn't do anything. So first person is just, yeah, I prefer to drive in first person for most of the run. So you may have noticed that I didn't actually go to the final mission of the level. I've instead come and grabbed this iconic car. A lot of people will remember this car, and they'll have a lot of bad memories of this car blowing up very easily. And whilst it does blow up very easily, it is a incredibly fast car. And it being a fast car is very good for races in Home Alone. We can't use it at any other level because it's just exclusive to this. But for this race, because we're already here, it's considerably quicker to use it. And we'll be using it for the race outside the church because that one is mostly straight lines, and it offers some extra parkour because of how tall the car is compared to open wheel race car, which is what we normally use, to be able to reach some places to get some collectibles that we need. So we've got a 3-lap race here. Nothing really special going on, but Rocket Car is, like, whilst it's a difficult car to control, once you get used to it, it's actually quite a nice, like, it's not a nice car to drive, but it's it's not impossible. And this is actually a really good example of first person. I find it very difficult to actually, like, figure out how tight I need to turn in Rocket Car, especially without first person. But in first person, I find it way easier to be able to just navigate stuff more effectively and not run into everything. And I also got to be careful with these races because they can ram me, and if they ram me, then I will very quickly lose health. But luckily, we haven't touched anything this entire race. This is a very nice race. We've almost lapped the bar again.
This is.
And we're gonna go back to Fat and the Bone Storm. We're gonna drive to the Ralph race, and we're going to do that one. So that guy back there with the dice on him, that's the wager race. That would be what we use to actually get coins if we didn't have the coin grinding method that we do. And they offer, I think the average amount of coins you get in a time frame is maybe 110 in 2 minutes or something. Our coin grinding method offers 100 in 20 seconds, so it is much better. So this is the first thing we're going to pick up, and then this jump is impossible without the rocket car fin. If I can actually, you know, I'm just going to quickly reset the timer. Got a bit of a bad camera.
Bouncy, bouncy.
So yeah, that jump is very, very difficult. In fact, in open wheel race car, it's not actually possible to make. You have to drive around the side, which is considerably slower. Now we just got to get this wasp and the gag just here. And now the next thing we're going to pick up is the stuff in the trailer yard, which is just a little bit past the bridge. And I'm doing all this in the race. This is kind of like a very good example of doing stuff in the middle of the missions or races. Because when I get out of the car, I have a 10-second timer to actually pick up everything. Whoa, that was weird. So I have to be very quick on these things.
Oh, I wanted a peanut.
And I still have to win the race. So as long as Bart doesn't screw me over here, I can get past this guy, which he should go right around here, even if he doesn't, I'll still win. I will easily be able to win the race. And the reason why we pick up this after Bone Storm and not before Bone Storm is because we can carry over having the rocket car for this mission, which is considerably quicker than doing it in a family sedan.
Let's do this thing.
And makes this gag over here really fast as well.
Oh, I forgot my mission.
And we're about to leave the first level. Oh, nothing bad went wrong, so I can't really complain. That door up there actually has collisions, so I have to make sure I don't run into that as well. Go around the jump here. And with one final running over of a character, we're going to destroy Burns. And finish off the first level. So what we've got left in level 1 is basically 2 races and a couple of wasps. So we've actually cleared out a huge amount of the huge amount of the requirements for 100%.
It's like
just there.
I gotta get the... You got it. Full speed
So
ahead.
once again, we're going to use the freebie mechanic to be able to pick up this one right here, and then Skinner here is a bit bad sometimes. He likes to follow. We have methods of escaping him, so it's not too bad if he follows. But ideally, what would happen is I go through here, and then go through the car wash, and he would get stuck back there, which looks like it's happened. So we're going to escape really quick.
Nobody does it better.
So here's the second instance of using walking on air. What we do is we're going to angle ourselves just right to be able to walk over to the next trailer yard. I might have angled myself a little too much.
I gotta work off my gut.
Nope, just enough. Okay, that's actually perfect. Grab a wasp. Walk over again.
I'll never lose these love handles.
And ideally when we jump down here, we'd have a sports car, and there's a sports car. So the Honor Roller is actually like a pretty terrible vehicle overall. It looks cool, but that's about all it's got going for it. Every traffic car is better than the Honor Roller, so you could use literally any traffic car and you'd be faster in it than Honor Roller. Which is very strange, because that's not the case in Homer 1 either. Oh, sorry, that's not the case in Homer 1 at all. I think one car might be faster, which is the Ute.
Simpson at your service.
So yeah, this is Weapons of Mass Delinquency. This is another one where we're going to pick up a lot of stuff along the way. And it can get a bit tight on the timer if we're not quick enough. So all we got to do is just make sure we're fast. Which, you know, that's the point of the Speedrun Marathon. We got to go fast.
Whoa, got him.
neat little staircase up to the top here with the gag, a card, and a couple of wasps.
Why do these stupid things make me feel
Then
so good?
we'll jump down to grab the extra box, and it should we'll activate the trigger to stop the timer from counting down once we reach like the phone booth down there. And we're gonna call on a roller right here, so then it
Wouldn't be too
despawns
much
the sports
trouble.
car
I
that I've
really
got.
need a new car.
Because if you pick up a sports car in the traffic, it won't spawn another one until you get a different car. Nice kick. So what we want to do is we want to despawn it so we can grab a second sports car when we walk out.
Sorry, Bob.
Alright, we got Moflick. That's important. Don't need to know what Moflick is. There's another sports car.
Energy depleting. Need sugar.
And now, more or less, we're just gonna go finish off the mission.
All mine.
But we just need to pick up this gag along the way. And yeah, now it's just finishing the mission. Nothing else really to do. Any donations, you can read them out. Go for it.
We have $10 from Christy. Good luck, Liquid. Your sign asking me to donate worked. Apparently I'm easily swayed. Put this towards making the protagonist Sothis in the Three Houses run, because watching Sothis insult her own name will never not be funny. Yeah, take that, Catholics. $25 to Jorbs. Best of luck to Liquid and all the other runners throughout the event. $30 from Arn. Putting down some money to get the donation incentive for Blinks 2 to name the time sweeper Jimmy. Looking forward to performing later in the marathon and showing off to the rest of the Blinks core community.
I want. That's the bomb. Nice driving,
Excellent
man.
stuff, excellent stuff. Keep donating, keep donating. I'm glad my sign works. I put a lot of effort into writing donate twice.
So tired. So very tired.
So make sure you'll donate twice.
Yeah, donate twice. So this jump is a little tight. You can see we barely make it across. And this here is the longest camera pan in the game. We can just skip it, which is 10 seconds faster than not skipping it. It is a very, very long camera pan in.
Yeah, I totally
There are numerous
will.
times where I've tried to specifically avoid getting that camera pan in because it's just terrible. Vox Nerdalai, a lot of people will remember this mission. This is sort of like the first mission in the game where the developers really just tried to test how good you were. Because a lot of people like to just take roads, and taking the roads is generally like pretty bad for this. Makes it a lot easier to lose. If you just take, you know, cut across grass, take corners, stuff like that, you'll be. It's a pretty easy mission. We want another sports car here. And now we're going to enter Barton Frink. This mission is a bit weird. In the other follow mission, we did pick up a couple. Wait, did we pick up anything? No, we didn't pick up anything last follow mission. But this follow mission's a little different in that nothing is really worth picking up aside from 2 wasps. I'm gonna hang back here to try and manipulate his AI to go to go right at the dirt jump here. If I've done it correctly, which I'm not sure I have. Okay, I have. I'm gonna push him through the shortcut. And skip him driving around that whole area around the construction yard. Which is a nice little time save. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drive in here. Grab this wasp and then keep on going. And then I'll enter this area and do the same thing. So the reason why we can do this here is because whilst rubber banding does exist, it only really exists when you're in your car. When you're out of your car, and this is more of a tinfoil hat theory more than anything. It feels like that the cars go at a set speed when you're out of your car. So it makes it it makes it so then you can actually pick up wasps on foot. Because otherwise those two would be quite slow to pick up in any other circumstance. And then we're going to quickly race Snake.
Hey, Snake.
There's a neat little shortcut that we do here. That taxi is determined to block me. Nice. So in previous we would reset back there and we'd be up on the highway, but now what we can do is we can take this route And right at the correct side, we can just jump off to the side here, hit the wall, and now we're down the bottom area, heading towards the monorail. Good work on finding that Gambit. That was a good find. Very good find. So this card is a bit weird. This card actually can be picked up in the sports car, but it can't be picked up in taxi, which is strange because the taxi is bigger than the sports car. So it's a bit of a weird one. Oops, I paused a little too early. Alright, now we're going to go back to Homer 1, because we need to main menu warp to be able to pick up some stuff in the next mission. But there's no reason in main menu warping if you can go back to the next, back to the previous level, because it does the exact same thing. Ah! No, this isn't what I wanted! That was interesting. So there's not really a point in main menu warping because it does literally the exact same thing if you warp back to a previous level and then go back to this one. Sorry, the wasps will have collision again.
You got it.
Hey, nice car. So better than beef. Pretty stock standard mission. I think we pick up one wasp in this.
Watch your sail.
There's actually a bit of you'll notice me flicking my camera back quite a lot. That's sort of a similar mechanic to if you've seen any GTA runs. If you look backwards, you can despawn cars. You can also despawn pedestrians and fallen objects. So if you knock down a light post and you flick your camera backwards, it can actually despawn as similar to just being a car. This is really good in a lot of circumstances, but it can be a bit detrimental if you're not careful because you can have cars spawn in your face very, very easily. So we want to use that a little bit sparingly. But in most circumstances, it's quite good. Alright, so there's a cycle here. This begins as soon as you... Sorry about my dog. Begins as soon as you load the area, which is about the start of Moe's. So we want to try and go as fast as we can through the area that's like past Moe's, because if we're too slow, we won't make the cycle. Now, when we get back to Krusty Burger, we're going to have Apu greet us. He's not happy that we've got the flat meat. So we just got to do a bit of special driving to be able to confuse his AI, and he'll drive the wrong way. Nice wall. And we can escape him really easily, just like that. There are backups, but that was quite nice. Alright, and that's the end of Better Than Beef. We're going to do one more main menu up to get some more wasps in the next mission. And the next mission has some bumping music. Everyone loves the music in Monkey See, Monkey Do. It truly does bang. But we do need a forced car here, which is the Mr. Plow, which you can see Homer in the car park just over there. He's gonna give us the Mr. Plow, so we just need to quickly buy that from him for 200 coins. And now we can all enjoy the music that this has to offer. If you have any donations, there's nothing in this mission, so you can go ahead and read them.
We have $10 from background character 592. You don't have to tell me twice. It's for donating twice. £10 from the Krusty Cred. I did the thing. You should all do the thing too. Wishing you very good luck on the run, Liquid. And we have $10 from Derek. Oh, I don't know about this one. LiquidWifi is stinky?
Oh, wow.
You are collecting skunks, so I guess it's a factual statement for the moment.
I believe someone would say that. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's just as savage as you'd expect from a game like this. I mean, it's a better gag than any of these gags you've collected so far.
Ooh, oh, mate, you gotta settle down. You're on fire. But yeah, so because we've already got 2 wasps, we can't get any more. So I'll run straight into this one and just won't die. So out get this one on foot.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
And then there's one more that's behind this building. You can see. And then we just need to collect the last 5. So we're gonna drive behind the building here. This is the only time this shortcut is used. It's a very hidden shortcut. A lot of people don't know it exists, but
You're all mine.
it just sits there. Doesn't really do anything because no one's really around the hospital area for most of the game.
Ooh, I don't remember these being here before.
But yeah, it's the only time it's used. I like that shortcut personally. It's my favorite one. I don't know why I like that shortcut. I just like that shortcut. That's it.
Perfection. My name is Bart.
That's the end of Monkeys. Now we're going to go into start. So
Here's your last.
after this mission, so there's four or 5 cars. I can't remember. I'm brain dead apparently. That we need to blow up because they're blocking Professor Frink's signal from something that I don't remember.
Oh. Ow, my coccyx.
So we're just gonna blow these cars up, and then after we blow up the cars, there's going to be a frame-perfect trick called the cutscene skip. After levels 2, 5, 6, and 7, there's a cutscene that plays in each of them. And there's one frame where you can pause, and more on 60 FPS, but I'm currently playing on 200 FPS, which I'll explain in just a minute. But basically there's a small window of time that you can pause where it'll register that you finished the mission, but won't play the cutscene. So what it'll do is it'll be like, hey, you've unlocked the next mission, you can warp there. And then when you warp there, you can actually just continue on with the game without having to watch the cutscene.
Oh yeah, baby. Bring it on.
This is a very good sellout. That was quite nice. Yeah, hopefully I can hit it. If I miss it, it's 55 seconds, which, you know, isn't the end of the world.
Whoa,
This one is 55 seconds. The level 6 one is 45 seconds. The Apu cutscene, which is level 5, is about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And the last one is another 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So those two are the important ones.
Well done.
And I'm going to try and get this card in between. Nice. Okay, there we go. I hit it. So yeah, that's nice to get. Yeah, so to explain FPS, we allow any FPS in this game, because this game natively runs unlimited. So I'm using a mod launcher to make the game more compatible with modern hardware, because if you try to play this on modern hardware without a mod launcher, it doesn't work very well. The load screens are about 3 minutes each. They're like worse than PS2, which is already pretty bad. So, if you're gonna play this game, play it on the mod launcher. The mod launcher offers a lot of stuff to make the game a lot more compatible. And it offers mods, as you could probably guess by the name. One of those mods being a frame limiter. So I limit my frame rate to 200 frames per second. There's tricks later in the run that are very important for that higher frame rate. But a lot of runners will choose to play on lower frame rate for a bit of an easier run, which is, you know, the tricks that are at the end of the run are quite rough for higher frame rate, but also for easier cutscene skips. So on the lower FPS, you have way more time. You can almost do it on reaction based on like when the camera flips, to be able to pause the game, skip the cutscene. It's kind of ridiculous. And then you get into, you know, console versions, and you have like 4 or 5 seconds to skip a cutscene. It's kind of ridiculous how much time you have to skip a cutscene on console. Like, there is just a ridiculous amount of time. But that comes with the trade-off of not being able to... How do I explain this? Use your eyes very effectively because console is so ugly. And also, like, it runs at like 2 FPS the whole time. So, console's pretty bad as a whole.
Soy pop would perk me up. Could you come? Millhop. Hello, Springfield.
But now we're into Clueless. Clueless is this is another mission where you'll see picking up stuff in the middle of it. A lot of things are picked up here, particularly at the end. We get a lot of Krusty Lou out of the way. And you may have noticed that I am playing as by far the worst character in the entire series. Maybe apart from Colin from the Simpsons movie. But Lisa is, you know, she's pretty annoying. I like to ignore her as much as I can, but sometimes she's just so loud that you just can't Can't ignore. So this is a interesting little section, this card and wasp, because there is absolutely no other place that's good to pick up those two. Like, if you forget those are like, that's like a million, like a 30-40 second time loss. It's really bad. Nice little side wheelie there. I'm just gonna grab the beach, go on a little beach trip. Alright, this is where it starts to get important that I have to make sure my driving is really, really good, because otherwise it's gonna get really sketchy. So there's a nice reset that you can do to cut off the entire drive around this boat. So I'm on the other side now, it saves a lot of time. And then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get one box and one wasp in this Studio A area. And then I'm going to try and get the entirety of behind Krusty Loop before the timer runs out. So I should be fine because my driving has been good, but sometimes this wasp likes to fly off and go on a bit of a holiday. I'm going to reset my card, place it back out the front of this studio, and
I should have paid more attention in the gym.
I should be good. I should have plenty of time. But any mistake here is pretty makes this quite scary. But this was very clean.
Wow. I need to work on my cardio.
Alright, easy 5 seconds. Oop, 4 seconds. Okay, can you traffic, that was not very nice.
I am the Lizard Queen.
See ya, Millhouse.
Whoa, I had better hurry. Last time I left this store,
I'm guessing you just saw Millhouse fall.
Time for action is now. Speed, glorious speed.
No F for Millhouse though. We don't respect in this house.
Nah, not at all. Alright, so this mission is very annoying casually and very easy in a speedrun. All we gotta do is get him stuck here at the Noiseland arcade and we can ram him 15 times and we're all good to go. Very, very easy missions. That's been the strat there for as long as I could remember. I've been running this game for a long time, and that strat has been stock standard for this particular mission for a exceptionally long time. So that's just a really good strat to get. I mean, it's like back in my day we didn't have those strats. Alright, so we're gonna get this, we're gonna do another main menu warp. And this is another circumstance where we can actually skip camera pan-ins when we warp to missions. If there's no black bars at the top and bottom of the screen when you warp, what you can do is you can actually like pause and unpause, which will have the exact same effect as enter skip storage. And this wasp is nice to get as a freebie because he's terrible when you can't get it as a freebie. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the last traffic car we pick up in the entire run.
I'm gonna have to do so much
I think.
to pay for that.
Off the top of my head, that sounds correct.
Otto.
So yeah, we're gonna grab that gag, pick up the school bus, which will trigger the mission to start because we've already talked to Grandpa.
Let's just do this thing.
Quickly grab this gag and the wasp here, and one more wasp down the well. And then we can do Operation Hellfish, which also has a pretty good soundtrack to it. This game has a great soundtrack overall, but I like, this one's pretty good.
Lisa Simpson at your service. Knock the car!
Alright, so there's 3 of these Hellfish cars. There's a strat for each of them. The first and third one are entirely consistent. Nothing should ever go wrong on those in an ideal situation. The second car, however, is completely random. There have been some manipulation ideas to make it more consistent thrown around. Me, personally, I haven't found any success with any of them. I'm convinced it's based on traffic, actually. But this guy down here can either turn to my left or my right. We want him to turn to my left. With no traffic, he's probably going to turn to my right. Yeah, like that. But I got a bit lucky, so he still got stuck against the wall. So that still worked out alright. And then this last one, what we're going to do is we're going to approach him from behind. What we're going to do is we're going to do this reset, which will put us on the other side, near that store. And then hit him up against this wall. And destroy him. We're going to quickly grab Malibu.
Excuse me.
And this is why we purchased Lisa Cool, is because Lisa Cool is a disguise for this mission.
Hello, Springfield.
Because apparently the police department in Springfield is severely underfunded and they can't even afford to give Lisa an eye patch, so she has to go buy her own clothes. But now we're in Slithery Sleuthing. This mission used to be really terrible like a couple of years ago. So these 3 items, they will drop in completely random locations, but they're in like sort of, so they'll drop at a random time within a set location. So with this last one, what we're gonna do, oh geez, that car was nasty. Is I'm gonna get myself in front of him, and the location starts about here, and I'm gonna place myself in front of him. What that does is that waits out the 5-second timer, so he doesn't jump over the bridge, making it so then I can always be able to get the fastest drive back.
You're just lucky I can't remember.
That mission, like if you have it, like the maximum amount of like time variance nowadays in a good situation is like 5 seconds. In history, you lose like in previous times you lose like 20 seconds if you jumped over the bridge, which is like really bad luck. Excuse me. Alright, another main menu warp. And now we're in Fishy Deals. There's a particular line on Fish 12, I think. I don't think that... I'm assuming my community is probably watching, and I don't think they're going to be able to help themselves but to scream the line when it comes up. So, expect that to explode at some point. But, is it Fish 12? I'm trying to remember. I think it's Fish 12. It should be Fish 12 anyway. But real quick, let's turn around. We're gonna push this mascot into the wasp because the mascot, for whatever reason, can actually destroy the wasp. We got that one as a freebie. That's actually incredibly rare. And yeah, I got this one. Alright. Here's Fish 12. Lisa screams a particular line. Yeah, she's loud and clear. So yeah, now the rest of the mission is just driving. This is a pretty easy mission overall. There's not really any tight timers. If all the wasps go wrong, then it becomes a bit interesting. But yeah, if you get that first one, the mascot, which is pretty consistent, it works. Like, you'll be fine, basically. As you see, I'll have like, 15, 20 seconds remaining. Okay, make that 13 seconds remaining. And then after the mission, what we're gonna grab is this card right here, and then we're gonna grab the entirety of the dam. And then after the mission, there's we're gonna be doing Old Pirate in the Sea. So there's a particular strat. So in the next mission, there's a limo that you have to blow up. And this limo is, it's pretty beefy. It'll take quite a few hits for you to blow it up. But we're gonna do something a bit interesting, and we're gonna blow it up with the Malibu Stacy car. So, and that may sound bad because the Malibu Stacy car is it's quite a flimsy car, to be completely honest. But let's
just do this thing.
let me just show you the strat before I explain anything. Hopefully I get it first try. Oh, that's unfortunate. He pushed me in a bad way. It's okay.
Lisa Simpson, at your service.
That's better.
I go, girl.
Oh, is that better? Uh-oh.
Can you please pick me up? I hope kids at home.
Oh, that's just unfortunate.
Hello, Springfield.
That's just, he's just off the right position. Alright, this is much better. Yeah, this one. There we go.
Could you come get me?
Alright.
Try to break a few chicken omelet.
So what we did there is we positioned the limo to be in a particular location. So then when we called the Mr. Plow car, what it did is it spawned in the exact same like area as the limo, and when that happens, the collision causes it to be one hit from death instantly. So in an ideal situation, we would have got that first try, but you know, third try is fine. We take those. Third try is fine. And then afterwards, I did a trick called boat jump. I hit the post in a particular way, and that caused my car to fly upwards. And there's a particular trigger that exists just above where that post is, that is intended for it to be used when you fall off the boat. So, like, you fall off the boat, and what it does is it puts you back on the boat. But with enough height, what we can do is we can hit that trigger in the car, which spawns us on the side of the boat, allowing us to do all of this in a much faster way. And that is the end of level 3. And now we're going straight into Marge with another pretty rough strat, which is Donut Truck. But first, here I've got to try and grab. This is a little bit tight sometimes. Okay, no, it'll be completely fine. Sometimes that can be a bit iffy getting that, but if he runs into a car, it's always fine. Now we just got to follow Wiggum. This is kind of where rubber banding starts to become non-existent. Like, it still does exist in a little bit, but you'll notice in the next mission in particular that rubber banding is very minimal now. But first, we got this this guy right here, which has traffic on his side. So we try to get him in here, and sometimes the traffic can be a bit terrible, but we got good there. We got lucky. Now he's going to hit him 10 times.
Nice girls finish fast.
Ah, nice.
Move it or lose it, Buster.
Excellent stuff. Good mission.
Marge in
Alright,
charge.
Redneck Roundup. This is a follow mission that goes for 2 minutes. If nothing happens, if you have any donations, go ahead.
We certainly do. We have $10 from Jarembi. Hey. We have we have $25 from Carl. I heard Liquid is a great comedian. Maybe you should ask him to tell a joke. You got any good jokes?
Good is a matter of perspective.
Okay, we have 24 pounds from Osso. I'm attached. Please don't choke on this run. We have $5 from Atomic Caleb. Mad Lad Liquid got the cutscene skip. We have $10 from Fire Striker, doubling Atomic Caleb's donation. Good luck, Liquid. It's amazing to see how much has changed in Hundo. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. What's that going to be?
What donations? What incentives have we got up?
So we've got protagonist's name in Fire Emblem. We have Timesweeper's name in Blinks 2. We have Banjo-Kazooie Glitch Exhibition.
Banjo-Kazooie Glitch Exhibition.
And one more donation if we've got the time.
Yep, go for it.
Looks like we do. Oh, 2 more actually. $10 from Ghost. Shoutouts to Smash Brothers. Mum said I have to donate $5 of my pocket money every time I bark during the run. I say I'm just cheering you on. Good luck.
Silly dog.
And $2 from T-Bolt. Time for a $2 hype train. Also, tell the chat about the wig.
No. The wig, no, we don't need that.
Forbidden secret law.
Yeah.
Lots of illocution here.
Yeah. Well, I unfortunately failed the mission because, despite me standing on the car, which usually causes a warp to happen when I get in the car, Marge decided she wanted to go on a bit of a stroll and walk all the way around the car, which caused me to unfortunately fail. So, yeah, at least she went for a bit of a walk, I guess, but that is an unfortunate occurrence but at least there's not really any more, not really anything to happen in this mission. So, you may have noticed just then I kicked the box twice and then didn't actually bother breaking it. So this is the only circumstance where we actually do this anymore, apart from main coin grinding, is, that's called a mini grind. And when you kick a box twice, so boxes basically have 3 HP. When you kick them 3 times, they will break, they don't respawn. But if you kick them twice, and then, leave the area, or mission warp, or do anything that causes the box to respawn, or like, to reload, that's what I'm looking for, causes the box to reload, it'll also reload itself to be full. So technically you can get infinite coins by doing this method. So kick boxes, mission warp, kick boxes. So that's what I was doing there, because what I'll do is I'll pick up that box a bit later. So instead of the box giving me 30 coins, it'll give me 50. Which is a nice little bonus for basically no time. Alright, now we got this mission, which music sounds very similar to Tom Jones's, what's it called? I've forgotten. It's a Tom Jones song that I can't remember the name of at this point.
It's not unusual.
Yeah, that's the one. It's not unusual. There's actually a great remix of this on YouTube where it plays the song here with its with the lyrics to "It's Not Unusual." So, it's a very it's very on the very close to the original. So, but more or less here, what we're doing is we're picking up some ketchup packets. There's one right at the end that's a really big pain to get. You can get it by... you'll understand when I get there. But you can get it by immediately going for it, but we actually need to run it because this car that we're in is... trash. This car is, it's argued within the Simpsons hit and run community, but, anyone with a brain will agree that this car is the worst car in the game. It's terrible, has bad steering, and it flips over a lot. Latest truck is terrible. And this is the last one. We need this run up, otherwise it's very hard to get. Now...
Actually, do any of the cars operate like Simpsons Road Rage, or are they all completely different handling?
What do you mean by Simpsons Road Rage? Exactly. Oh, you mean like the way they drive
like
in
the
Simpsons
game.
Road Rage?
Yeah.
No. That's, I think that's an engine thing, not really a car thing. Because Road Rage is a completely different engine to start, if I'm correct on that. Oh. That is the biggest jump I've ever gotten in Cletus truck there. Wow. That was interesting. So yeah, this is agreed by most to be the worst car in the game.
Did I win? I had no idea.
And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Gil. We're going to purchase, I think, our first cars in the entire run. Apart from forced cars. So, Krusty's Limo and Curator. Curator is a very good car. So, Canyonero is actually a pretty bad car compared to something like Malibu Stacy. It has the same top speed, but its acceleration and handling is considerably worse. And the Canyonero has a reputation for flipping over whenever it goddamn feels like it. The Curator is basically the same car as Malibu Stacy, except you don't have to deal with Lisa's voice lines, so it's just a better car. And now we've got this mission, which is completely pointless and literally just a filler mission. So, I really don't know why this mission exists. There's like 2 missions in the run that's like this, but just exists. Just going straight to the retirement castle for no reason at all. Well, not no reason at all, but just sort of... Yeah, you could just put us at the retirement castle rather than giving us a race. As you can see, that's all the mission is. The other mission being Full Metal Jackass in Part 2, which that one's even worse than that, than Return of the Nearly Dead. But now we are in Wolves Saw My Pills. Now this is a mission. Oh, I don't like this mission at all. There's a lot of things that go wrong in this mission. So first off, this black sedan that we're about to follow, Oh, I failed. I missed that wasp. Interesting. This black sedan that we're about to follow is not very smart at the best of times. And you see that green bar of doom that's at the top left of the screen. So that bar is a little misleading. If it goes to empty, you know, if it empties, you'll fail the mission, obviously. But there's a second sort of failed condition that exists within that green bar. And that is if it gets down to below like about a 6, maybe a 7. What it will do, if it gets below a 7th and it drops an item, then you'll fail the mission. So sometimes you'll fail the mission, the green bar won't be completely empty. And on top of that, at the end of this mission, on the last 3 drops, there's a thing that can happen with 2 cycle. Now I'm going to be doing some manipulation here that you'll see. I fall back so he slows down. But basically what 2 cycle is where he drops an item before he's meant to drop it. Because the areas of which he can drop it overlap. So it can happen with 8 and 9, which it did not happen here. And it can happen with 9 and 10, which it did not happen here. So it's very lucky. But if he drops it late enough, basically what will happen is he'll drop 10 before he drops drop 9. And what that will do is, you know, cause him to go all around the entire map that he just drove again. Which is about a 2-minute time loss. And it's completely lucky. You can have it happen even with the manipulation. It's pretty bad. But the manipulation that was found made it a lot more consistent. It went from happening like once every 3 or 4 runs. Like there was a time that I had it happen more. I think I had it happen 30-something days in the month of November, like a year ago. So I was averaging like 1.3 times a day or something. But now it happens like, you know, it's not common anymore. And now we're going to head into our next unskippable cutscene. This is the last one for the run. Any other cutscene that you see will be a result of me making a mistake and missing a frame-perfect trick. If you have any donations, go for it.
Huh? What?
We have $10 from Blue. I was wondering why this runner looked so familiar, but then I realized he looks exactly like Mikey from the show Recess. Do you remember that show? The resemblance is uncanny.
I never reasoned with a raccoon, let alone a Nazi one. So
Grandpa,
Yep.
what does this have to do with the crop circle?
Not a thing.
Yeah, I get that comparison a lot.
The first time I rode in a water car. Okay,
So of course,
okay.
as always, you can go to donate.ozspeedruns.com to make some donations. We have a $35 donation from Vod here. We're so proud of you. Thank you to everyone involved in supporting this event, especially you, chat. Keep those donations and/or shares on socials coming.
That sounds awfully
Don't forget there are a bunch of incentives that you can donate towards, including Fantasy Zone Master System All Bosses as a shameless plug for myself.
Jog Bart's memory.
Chat really are the true heroes of this event. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is the only main menu warp that we do that is not for getting wasps. This is actually to get the Canyonero back, because when you main menu warp, it puts you, it gives you your default car back.
I swear I
So,
used to be a better runner.
and that's necessary for the next mission.
Bart, do you?
Cola War, sorry, from outer space, where we have to destroy 3 cola trucks that are very difficult to destroy in the Curator, so having a much beefier car for that mission is definitely preferable.
I'll do my best.
Once again, we got the bangin' music. Always enjoy the bangin' music. So yeah, unfortunately with that main menu warp, our 2 wasps that would be nice to get as freebies are kind of lost in this mission. But it does save a little bit of time a bit later, like, not a bit later, but it saves a little bit of time coming up here, where you'll notice the Quickie Mart wasp flies off when I approach it. But what it's going to do in a good situation is it's going to follow me all the way over to the gas station, which means I can pick it up with that wasp over there. So you can see it just flew off. Well, he's flying towards me, not flying away from me, but it should still be fine. So whilst I make my way down here and pick up all this stuff, any moment now the wasp should just appear. There he is. Gotta grab the Mr. Plow Jacket, best card in the entire game. And now we've got the last 5 or so cola cans that we just need to grab. Also, it's worth pointing out that Police March is actually necessary, as like a required outfit for this mission. But once you buy Police March, the trigger exists to start the mission, and then I buy Classy afterwards, because Classy is a much better outfit.
I'll do my
And
best.
grab that last gag, and this is probably one of the hardest missions in the entire run. This mission is very, very difficult,
Oh my goodness.
but when it goes well, it is a beautiful mission.
My bad.
So first one is that I swerved him from the back into the pole. That was absolutely beautiful. I need to grab that wasp.
Nuts.
Oh, this is a bit... Oh boy. Okay.
Woo, wee.
Okay, good. Now we're gonna grab... now we're gonna head on to the next mission, but... we're gonna pick up a few things along the way. There's a tower towards the rich side of town.
I am so
It
embarrassed.
has a wasp and a card. The wasp up there is sometimes a little... bad. He likes to fly away and tease me and just annoy me. Like that. He tried to. I got it before he could, but he tried to.
Yes.
But we'll grab the Homer bowling ball. And now this next card is a bit tricky. There's a specific jump I have to do in the card to be able to grab it. Hopefully I can get this because it would be very nice.
Please don't sue us again. This
Alright, good. Got the red blazer. So I did skip the box, but I can get that in cleanups. And then this one will push him into Burns' mansion, and we're going to hit him from behind as he
not very good.
grabs that. Very nice. And coming up here, he should hit my car. He'll hit my car, that's fine. He missed my car. That's really bad, actually, I'll be honest. This is a very interesting situation. I gotta figure out a way to blow him up. This will lose. I could fail the mission. This will be really bad.
Let's see what the cat
I'm just kidding. I knew that was gonna be fine. I knew that was
This
gonna be
goes in
fine.
my hope chest. I don't have any pockets.
I knew that was gonna be fine. He blows himself up on the, he takes 1 hit of damage as he drives down because he lands pretty harshly on the ground. And then he takes 1 more hit as he goes through the tunnel. So I knew that was gonna be fine. Absolutely nothing to worry about there. Oh, that was close. And then, last couple of things we're gonna grab is that gag, this wasp up here. There's a lot to grab in this mission because there's so what we do in this category is we come back to every level a second time with open world to finish off all the stuff that we didn't like get the first time around. There is no warp points from like Cletus's house all the way to Retirement Castle.
You blind?
So missing anything in this mission is a huge time loss. So
Is this going to affect my insurance?
this mission is the only time that you can actually reasonably pick up stuff all the way through there. So that's why we're stopping at so many locations.
Precaution.
But we're almost done with this mission. I think this is the longest split in the run. Apart from coin grinding, obviously. You know what? We'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm picking up the quad bike. Doing fan service. Everyone loves the quad bike.
You almost hit a person.
This car is actually terrible. I don't like this. But it's a funny car. Everyone, it's a funny car. No, I want the vending machine, please. Alright. Last thing that we're gonna grab is gonna be the backyard of Wiggum's house. which will trigger Wiggum here to go to try and chase us. So we just quickly grab all this, and then afterwards, this is this next strat that we're gonna do is my pride and joy. I found this on my very first run, and it's still used. I'm very proud of this run. I'm very proud of this strat. So we have to escape Wiggum. That's sort of the goal here. But when you enter an interior, the interior basically takes you to a place really far off the map. So when you enter the interior, you escape Wiggum and you finish the level. And now we're into this level. Oh boy. So this level is brutal. This level is incredibly unforgiving in every way, in every mission. So much can go wrong. You can lose so much time on this level. It's very bad for speedrunners. Very nasty level indeed. But first we're gonna grab this big car right here. The monster truck. And this one isn't just fan service, this is an actual strat. So first off you get that wasp for free, which is usually a very annoying wasp. But another annoying wasp is this one behind here, which you're going to also get for free.
What the hell were you thinking, sir?
And we're going to use this for this bonus mission, where you have to blow up Frink's car. I'm just mission restarting so I can get a better position.
My store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving
But
around today.
hopefully I get this first try. That sports car. Okay, nice. Using the monster truck, we can basically kill him in 2 hits, which is incredibly quick. And to get this wasp like this, like this. There we go. Alright, getting that first try is always good.
Could I possibly get a ride?
Now, the hover car is a very good car, but it's not very... It's kind of a bad car to drive, in all honesty. We are going to use it coming up here. Can I make the cycle? Oh, easy. Easy cycle. We're going to use it coming up here because it's a little bit faster. But Cardboard Farmer kind of just beats it in every way.
If you give me a ride, I will pay you $1 million in the next life, I promise. Well, my radioactive hamsters are very uncooperative.
Now we're going to be doing incriminating caffeine, which is just basically a one big loop around the map. So if you have any donations, it's a good time to do it.
We do have a couple. $10 from Nipoa. Hey there, Blimpy boy, flying through the sky, so fancy free. We have $20 from Major Foley. Always enjoy watching Liquid play hit and run. $20 from Shell Dude. Good luck, Liquid. Happy to see a Hundo run make it into a marathon. $20 from background character 592, our good friend. Donating purely because he got the quad bike.
I'm glad quad bike led to a donation.
We do what we can.
So there's going to be more AI manipulation coming up here. So for whatever reason, when you look backwards, AI seems to drive... Okay, well, I'm not looking backwards, I'm facing backwards. But AI seems to drive a lot better. So he gets stuck on that staircase onto the monorail very easily. And looking backwards here stops him from getting stuck on the fire truck. So you can see as soon as I looked forward again, he tried to turn into the fire truck. So that's why we do that. And then from here, there's just, we're just going to follow him, make sure we don't fail anything. Just going to pick up a box. This is really the only good place to pick up this box, actually. It's kind of bad to pick up anywhere else.
Ooh, your misfortune is most entertaining.
There's a 2-cycle that can actually happen in this mission. Similar to the one in Wolves Saw My Pills. But this one happens, like, incredibly rarely. But a very weird pattern I've noticed with 512 cycles is, for some reason, they very much seem to all happen at once for every single player of this game. So, like, 4 people will get it at once, and then no one will get it for, like, a year. It's so bizarre. Alright, we're not going to start this mission just yet. We're going to make our way up here and grab a bunch of stuff that we picked up earlier. So you'll notice that the levels do, like, repeat themselves, which is, like, the levels you play in. They're all, like, I think there's 3 in the Homer 1 area and then 2 for every other area. Yeah, that's correct. And that's changed in very slight ways by the gags, and especially in Homer 2 when it's changed by not having the whole area just exists. It's just entirely cut out. So there are slight differences here and there, and obviously wasp placement is different as well. So it's just a little bit different, that's all. So here we're gonna grab all outfits. We do have the coins for all the outfits at once here. But we're gonna pick up American last because we need American Apu for this little piggy, which is the mission after Baby Van. And now we're gonna go back to Marge, and we're gonna get Flanders stuff right here.
Just let me catch my breath.
Once again, acting as a main menu warp. That wasp will eventually die. Being able to get more wasps in your car, so. Alright, now we can start this mission, but we're going to run across the road to get the hover car, because Longhorn is bad at 2 particular things. One of them is getting wasps, and the other one is going upstairs. The Longhorn cannot go upstairs to save its life. It's very bad. And it's a very short car, it doesn't have a lot of height to it. So, in an ideal situation, I get both these freebies. That's unfortunate. But that one is the more inconsistent of the 2. And I do want this box.
Oh boy. Blimey, that was big.
And now we're going to grab this box and this wasp. That one's a nice freebie. We can do that whilst we're escaping the limo. So it makes it so it's not actually any slower to go and grab it. Now we need to grab our next forced car, which is the car of Homer. Which is from one of the best episodes, in my opinion. I believe it's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Is it? I think that's the episode where the car of Homer is from. And now we got this thing. Now we got this mission. Oh boy, this is a mission. So, wow, you got out of it. You got out of it. So this baby van, where do I begin? This baby van can spawn in one of 2 ways. It can spawn tilted with its like front wheels facing up, or it can spawn like completely flat as it's meant to. The tilted baby van has a weird side effect where he drives very, very badly. Spins around on the spot, and it's pretty hard to get the strat. I actually just got a bit unlucky, and he was positioned in such a way that I was able to get out of the fountain. But I got a good backup there, so it's okay. And there's a big explanation. There's like I think it's like an hour-long video on YouTube about why Baby Van tilts that way. But what it comes down to my understanding, is that there is a bug in the game that occurs randomly that causes it to be tilted.
So no parallel universes.
No parallel universes in this one. But to give an understanding of how complex it is, there was a dude who was from Google who tried to figure out Baby Van, gave up on it. It's like he was Google's services engineer and he couldn't figure it out. So it was a very tough thing to actually figure out for the person who did it. So shout out to Aldalara for that.
It makes no sense.
Unfortunately, even with the discovery, it didn't actually lead to a consistent Baby Van, which has got a slightly less bad strat for it nowadays. So this mission, I gotta be really careful not to get hit and run. Because if I get hit and run in this mission, uh-oh. Oh, don't soft lock. Okay, good. So yeah, if I get hit and run in this mission, there's a chance the game could crash. But this is like the only mission where I will really be careful about my hit and run. Everything else I can sort of just get away from the police. Which has been done fine. The reason why it crashes is because those lights on top of Wiggum's car, too many of them spawn because there's some in the background, and it causes the game to crash. So now we're just going to follow him all the way to the DMV. Of the horn. We're going to try and get a decent amount in front of him here. Okay. Because what we're going to do is we're going to grab all the train yard stuff after the mission.
I am the greatest driver in all the land.
And I'm going to try out this strat. This strat is very difficult. That's not meant to happen, but okay. Alright, I guess that's a way to do it. Well, I got the strat at the very least, so yeah, there's a way you can push up the car, and you can climb on top of the car to get on top of the train yard, and it's a very cool strat, but it's also very risky. But we got it, and that's all that matters.
Hope these unlock many secrets. Ooh,
Grab this last
giant
wasp.
gut is slowing me down.
Alright, now we're gonna start Never Trust a Snake.
Hand over your...
This mission gave a lot of people trouble as a kid, including myself. This mission was one that got me. But once you know like where everything is, it's not too bad of a mission. I'm gonna go for this strat. So I'm gonna try and turn him around here. Which, that was a beautiful turnaround. That was excellent. Because otherwise what he does is he goes on a bit of a journey up the, up sort of the broken highway. And that loses a lot of time. So what we can do is we can turn him around and hopefully push him down this path, which we've taken. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of guide him along, try and avoid him hitting as many walls or as many cars as I possibly can.
Never have I seen such a four-wheel disgrace.
Alright, and now he'll drop the last item any moment. Any moment. Yeah, you can drop it. There you go. Now the rest of the mission is mostly on foot. We're going to pick up pretty much everything we can because we're going to be passing by it anyways. If you have any donations, it's a good time to read it.
We have $25 from Big. Put all my money into the Smile for Me incentive. $5 from Dylan. Happy birthday, Henry. Thank you for speedrunning SHAR for a great cause. $10 from Richard. Someone already called him Mikey. Please put this toward Ratchet Deadlock, New Game Plus.
Even I cannot deny the resemblance to Mikey from Recess, I gotta admit.
Starting to get a grasp on the deep Wi-Fi lore here.
Nah, you should get out while you still can.
I can't, I'm here till 2 AM.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's alright, we've only got an hour and a half left, yeah. It's okay.
What in the hell were you thinking?
Oh, is this world record pace?
Well, not quite. This is very much not world record pace. Alright, so, grab this wasp. And this card. That was a very interesting physics section that I had right there, I'll be honest. Well, it sort of just launched me upwards. Something. So now we're just going to... Yeah, we just got to get the last ones and then we'll drive all the way back. I'm going to do that cool jump again because that cool jump is really cool. Oh, actually, no, I can't do the cool jump. Never mind, I got to get the card. After this mission, there is a There's another mission. So these this mission and the next two missions is what is often referred to as the Gauntlet, the Bermuda Triangle. I've heard a lot of different names for this. Because every one of these missions is pretty terrible. If it goes wrong, you lose a lot of time. But there's basically a hard strat for each one. So the next one is Armored Truck. A lot of people will remember the Armored Truck being a very difficult mission. Casually, I personally don't think Armored Truck is a difficult mission at all because there's no timer, so you can sort of just take your time and destroy everything when you feel like destroy it when you feel like it, get wrenches, you know, all that stuff. And then there's Curator, that's just a bad mission in general. But first, let's get Armored Truck out of the way. So this is a strat that's been around since about early 2013, I think, is when this strat was found. And this is the only way to do this strat. We haven't found another way. Oh, technically there is another way, but that's a bad way. But more or less, what we're going to do is we're going to try and trap Armored Truck in a particular location where he drives back and forward to constantly hit a wall and then an object, and will destroy himself. So hopefully, if nothing bad happens, that should be the case. Let's give it a shot.
Mindless destruction.
That might work. I think that'll work.
Is going to pay for this.
Looks okay.
Whew, the fresh air is somewhat confusing.
Whilst he's blowing himself up, I'm just gonna pick up these wasps.
Not supposed to happen.
Yeah, I think that's good. He's blowing himself up. All right, fantastic. So we got the strat. You can see there he's just constantly driving backwards and forwards. So now I'm going to try and get to the other side of the highway as fast as possible. There's a particular point that I don't want to go by before he explodes, because otherwise it deloads the area and he can drive out. But I won't make that. It's this little archway that we're coming up. Not this one, but the next archway that we're coming up right here, where it says east side. The area reloads and he'll get out if he's not dead. But because I had to pick up the wasps, that's not an issue. And then we're gonna do one more final escape from Chief Wiggum.
Oh, like no.
Just to
Hey, that's
and then we're gonna
totally not
just to
supposed
finish the mission
happen.
off.
Oh, like ow.
Go through here. Drive up here, and he should get away about now.
That car belongs in the bargain bin.
Alright, now we get to finish off the mission. Alright, and then
You do not
to top everything off, everything that's been rough so far in our poo, there's a cutscene skip, as I mentioned before, which loses 2.5 minutes if I miss it. So, I really hope I don't miss it. But there is a strat as well that's also very difficult. We're trying to destroy Curator very, very quickly coming up here. Oh, that's not great. Ambulance. Okay, no, we got it. Cool.
Eat asphalt eaters. And the crowd goes
Here we go.
wild.
Alright, we got it. We got the cutscene skip. Whew. Whew, that one sounds stressful. That one I personally think is the easiest out of all of them, but it's always still very gets the heart going, you know? Alrighty. Now we're in the second to last level. We are now heading towards the end of the game.
All for Bart.
And the last, so there's a couple of things I still need to buy before I get my huge amount of coins from the mod. The Globex, and I need to buy the zombie car, and then I need to buy everything with the,
This must be worth a
like, with the
fortune.
hoverbike in it. Sorry, the hoverbike and the hearse, so that's a lot of coins to go off as well. So you're gonna get a small glimpse of what coin grinding is kind of like, and why it will never get into a marathon for as long as it's in the run. So it'll be why I need to use the mod. It'll be very obvious why it's not in there. So just gonna finish this off. This area is very difficult to navigate because there's so many pedestrians. And now we can just finish off the mission. So coming up here, we pick up Globex, and we're gonna start the mission.
Hey, Kearney.
Excuse me. And what we're gonna do is we're going to
Barney,
run around here
at your
5 times. So
service.
we got to do this 5 times for this route. So run into this little room here that has a lot of boxes.
If I
Kick,
didn't play so
kick
many
each of the
video games,
boxes
I'd be
and
in
vending
better
machines
shape.
twice. Pick up all the coins. And then restart the mission.
Fine
And
by me.
we do this 5 times here, which takes about 2 minutes. Doing this in regular 100% is, as I said, 20 minutes long. So,
Gotta work off my
as
throat.
you can probably imagine, not very good for a marathon. So, for this next 5 grinds or 3 grinds now, you can probably read out a donation or 2.
Well, I probably will then.
All right.
$10 from Natalie.
No problemo.
Donating is fun. And if you're worried about knowing too much about the liquid Wi-Fi law, do not ask the chat about Patty and Selma. That's great advice, Natalie. I will not ask the chat about Patty and Selma. £10 from Haz. Gul gul. I think that's good luck. Good luck.
Fantastic. I lost count of how many I've done. I think this is 4. This
I
is
was
4.
looking at a different spreadsheet, so I can't help you.
Alright, I'll do one more grind after this. Should be okay.
Just give me a second.
Don't forget
to
that we
catch
have
my
a bunch
breath.
of incentives. Let's bring that up in the chat. You can donate at donate.ozspeedruns.com. And you can just go to ozspeedruns.com to check out the shiny new website that's going to be
Bart Simpson
developing
at
as
your
further
service.
events unfold.
All those incentives. Those incentives are all good.
A short hike is also going to be an
Energy
option.
depleting.
We have
Sugar.
naming the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 1.5. We have PC mods and cutscene glitch exhibition for Kingdom Hearts 1.5. File name for Ocarina of Time. Trainer names for Pokemon Heart Gold in
Fine
both
by
entries in
me.
the race. Changing Alex Rider Stormbreaker, the movie, the game, to any percent hard. That seems like some fun stuff coming up.
Very
So
nice.
tired.
Alright, we are done kicking boxes for now. Actually, when I say for now, we are done kicking boxes. So now what I'm going to do, because I failed this mission 4 times, I'm going to get this stuff and fail it 2 more times. And that'll trigger the skip function to appear. And restarting missions
If I
does
didn't play
count as
so
a
many
failure.
video games, I'd be in better shape.
So I'll
No
grab it
problemo.
here. What am I doing? That was very strange.
Hello, drivers. Got a little
grab this car.
situation here. It's Bart time.
And grab all of Studio A. And the reason why we're skipping it is because it is considerably faster. It works better with the coin route for one. And it's considerably faster to come back and do this in open wheel. There are so many route benefits to doing this in open wheel that
Come on.
that is actually just completely worth skipping entirely. So I'll grab that, and now we'll move on to the next mission. So yeah, as I said, it requires all story missions to be completed, but not like you can complete them at any time. So if you really wanted to, you could skip every single mission, go get open wheel race car, come back, and then finish all the missions with the open wheel race car. That is a completely viable option. Obviously not faster, but not against the rules at all. This could be interesting. Thanks, traffic. Oh boy. There's a chance I might fail this mission. Oh no, I should be. I'm good. Alright, we're gonna grab hover car real quick.
Attention cars. 10-year-old hitchhiker needs a
So
ride.
there's a floating card that's usually intended to be gotten by getting the Itchy and Scratchy van, jumping on top of it, and then picking up the card. But that is slow.
I don't remember these
And I don't
being
like
here
going slow.
before.
So
That was totally
what I'm going to
awesome.
try and do, and this is sort of luck-based and sort of execution, mixture of both, is I'm going to try and position my car in a particular way and jump up and grab the card. So let's see if I can get this.
Collecting
Nice. Okay, we got that.
I don't remember these being here before. Nice driving, man.
And that saves a good chunk of time.
Not the detailing.
Now, unfortunately, this mission is, I know we just read out donations, so I'm going to try and fill it with commentary. But this mission is, in a few words, an uneventful mission.
This is Bart Simpson requesting one.
Very, very uneventful. So, more or less, you'll see picking up coins, getting that card, stuff like that.
We have a $25 donation from background character 592. Coin grinding white people happy.
Very sorry, not going to get your full coin grind today.
Now, I saw in the chat that you are a Kingdom Hearts fan, so I believe that in the episode Bart sells his soul, that Bart is in fact Bart's Heartless and Milhouse is Bart's Nobody.
I'm never going to be able to watch that episode the same ever again. What have you done? What have you done? I can't believe this.
So who's the Xehanort in that equation?
Lisa.
Checks out.
Alright. So that second wasp over there, we're going to leave him. He can survive a little bit longer. Just got to grab all these gags, see the pretty stars.
Professor Frick.
Alright. Yeah, this one is a very tight timer. This if anything goes wrong, it's I lose a lot of time. So I just have to make sure that I'm not going to get owned by anything. Should be okay as long as the second wasp is actually behaving and going towards my car. Okay, yeah, he's doing it. All right. This looks like it should be fine. So yeah, you'll see when I kill the last wasp that we're actually very tight on time in this with this strat.
I'll never lose these love handles.
Like I usually don't have enough time to even get the coins, so
No problemo.
now we're gonna do the Duff Truck strat. So this strat has a bit of an interesting and kind of a funny history behind it. So for the longest time, well, you see in the strat that I'll push him from the left side of him into the taffy shop. Like push him right into the taffy shop. But for the very longest time, Shadowrunners have a bit of a reputation to make things a lot more difficult than they need to be. So what we would do is we would go to the right side of him and try to push him from the back into the taffy shop. I did not get the strap because I was slow. But I can get the backup, which will be... ooh. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, now we're doing a casual playthrough. Gotta hope that one back there either... It should despawn, I think. There we go.
Oh, this is too cool.
Alright, well, I missed both the strats. That is an unfortunate occurrence.
Oh, that was great.
Gotta really get the last one out of him. Where is he? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, okay. That was something. Okay, well, that was a very good mission, right? Totally meant for all of that to happen. Through for content. So yeah, anyways, as I was saying, that strat has a bit of a funny history behind it. If you get it correctly, which I didn't, what would happen is you would push him from the left side right into the taffy shop. But as I said, Shadowrunners like to make things way more difficult. So what we used to do is we used to push him from behind into the taffy shop by sort of fishtailing his car. It was a very bad strat. A lot of runs died to it.
I have a working laser gun and I'm using it for good. I am such a sellout.
Alright, grab this card. And now we got this mission. This mission is not a particularly easy mission. There's a ASM has a bit of a different strat. Although I can probably actually do the ASM strat since it's a better hunter. I'll try and keep it to the route as much as possible. So yeah, the ASM strat tries to blow up and interesting. Blow up Skinner near where that coin grinding room was because it gets you the boxes, but because obviously we need the boxes in Hundo,
Fire in the hole.
we need to blow him up, not outside the coin grinding room. Wow, this is not a good part too. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, what is he doing?
I'll educate you a new one.
Alright, well, that could have been worse. This is an interesting part too. I keep trying to explain things and they keep going wrong. But what you would normally do is you would blow him up like around the outside, the entrance to the main studio, and you would be able to get out of your car immediately and talk to Krusty. But here we have Set to Kill. This is a very well-known mission for a lot of people. So I'm going to skip those stands back there because I can get them later. Those stands aren't important. So what a lot of people do when they do this mission is they don't realize that the final timer is set to 40 seconds. So even if you picked up the last stand at, is it 40 seconds or 45 seconds? I don't remember. It might be 50. We'll know when we activate. So, yeah, you could pick up the last stand at 1 second, and it'll bring in the timer at 50 seconds. So, if you pick up the stands that are closer to the Krusty Lou Studios later, you'll have way more time to actually get back. So, you'll see it here. And I pick up the last three coming up here. There we go, 50 seconds to get back and I'm already at the boat. I need to get up there. That was a weird camera. Alright, second boat jump. Gotta grab all this stuff up here.
Oh, awesome, man. That was the best ride ever. I didn't do it. It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson style.
And then we're gonna reset our car and head on through and finish off the mission. Oh, sorry, I lied. We're not finished kicking boxes. We've got 2 more kicks of boxes that we're gonna do. So it's a good thing I didn't blow up the boxes. So this one's really quick because it's like, you know, you're running in the mission complete, so you're already halfway through. So we can just do this lot of kicks and then mission warp. And now we got the last cutscene skip. Well, no, sorry, second last cutscene skip. So, 100% is kind of unique in that it has 4 cutscene skips, whereas every other category has 3. Except for no mission warps, but you know, no mission warps is a completely different game. Okay, there's gonna be people in the chat that are gonna be very they're going to try and nitpick that and be like, no, NG Plus doesn't have cutscene skips either. But anyways, well, this category is the only category with cutscene skips to have 4 of them. So we actually skip the ending cutscene, which is very unique to this category. So the reason I take this route, there's 2 routes you can take. You can actually go backwards in here, in this mission. But if you go backwards, it's a little bit slower, and you may have seen some coins appear. Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, our first failed cutscene skip. There was some coins that appeared when I was on the boat, and that's from the alien car hitting the box on the beach. So I get a free 30 coins if I take that route. So this is the best cutscene skip to fail. It's only 45 seconds.
And our ratings will rise to levels unseen since the heyday of
Is now a good time for donations?
Now is a good time for donations.
Alrighty, we have $20 from Hugs a Tree.
Oh, man, that sounds
We
cool.
have
I mean, oh no, I
$81
hope the
from
plan
Big
fails.
Money Background Character
Oh my goodness,
592
zombies
saying,
eating brains?
nice joke,
This
dummy.
is gonna rock.
That's a bit mean.
I
And we
totally will.
have $10 from Seth saying, good luck, El Macho. Please do not jump on the bed.
One more lot of box kicking. This is actually the last one this time.
Just give me a sec to catch my breath.
And now box kicking is over.
Hooray.
Alright. So, up until this level, well, up until now, you've seen pretty much, you know, basic gameplay, you know, nothing really crazy, just some, you know, a couple of exploits, couple of, just fast strats, basically just playing the game fast. Homer 2 throws all of that out the window, and, introduces out of bounds. So because the second half of the level, the rich side, is completely, like, deleted in this, and a lot of the missions are drive to school, drive to power plant, drive to school. The drives can be a bit long if you're taking the intended route. So we're going to be abusing out of bounds a lot in this level. You'll see it soon.
Sweet obsessive collecting.
But this first mission, this doesn't have out of bounds at all, but this is a bit tight on the timer, because this is the only good place to get this bridge, get the bridge wasp. In fact, it's the only good place, because the second best place to get it is to get it in the mission and then restart the mission. So, in an ideal situation, you get it kind of like I'm doing right now. This is a little close on time, but I think we'll be alright.
Hey, come back here. Them's our sleeping on board. Oh.
Yeah, we should be good. We should be good.
For a pillar now.
And I can activate the trigger just here. There you are. Alright. We got past the hard mission. Scary, spooky mission. We've only got 6 scary, spooky missions to go. Talk to Mo, pick up the chainsaw. Now we're heading back to the Simpsons house. So this level gives you the open race car where you complete all 3 of the races. It gives you Mr. Burns' limo where you complete the bonus mission. Open wheel race car is the best for like speed, and Mr. Burns' limo is the best for damage. It's very like the hearse is sort of a mixture of both. A lot of people seem to think that the hearse is really, really good for damage, which it does do a good job. But Mr. Burns' limo is an absolute beast. That thing will destroy so much stuff. So we're going to be using it for one of the bonus missions in level 6. But this is kind of why we're trying to just rush level 7 and then go back, is purely because of open race car. Can this wasp, please? Thank you. Alright, we're going to do a main menu up here. Because there's a chance of getting this wasp in 70s. It's a very inconsistent, but it is possible and it saves a good chunk of time. Alright, we missed it. It's okay. Alright, now we're just gonna wait for him to attack, because getting him like this is basically not possible. Now we got this guy who'll also fly away, but he tends to sort of stick around once he's down by the tree. Quickly grab this gag and this card, and then we're going to do the bonus mission in the first race. So our goal here for coins is to be able to afford the hover bike, the hearse, and the zombie car. And pick up the zombie car after the last race in this sort of section. The coins do get quite tight here. This guy will stop flying around. So to get that, I need 2,250 coins. So I need to grab 150 or so before I finish the last race, which should be doable. It should be fine. Alright, that guy behaves. You'll also notice that the wasps have gradually gotten a bit more crazy during the further through the levels we've gotten. This just is natural progression. This is intended entirely. Wasps will just get
That wasn't part of the deal.
more erratic the further you get into the game. So this one,
Whoa. That
All
was
right.
too easy. You mean I gotta get more? Bouncy, bouncy.
grab this one. And we're good on coins. Excellent stuff.
Wow, I need a disco nap. What does he need? Fire number one.
So there's an interesting thing that you'll see in this next mission
Hey, son.
is wasps have a not wasps normally when you reset your car you get reset to the nearest road, but for some reason in races, and I think this is to prevent like people from taking shortcuts, is it'll reset you to the last known road. But we can abuse this in its own way. So our last known road is just outside the Quickie Mart. If we drive on the grass and then hit the checkpoint, what it will do is it allows us to, it'll just reset us back to in front of the Quickie Mart. We can do this 5 times for, like a 50-second race. It's very quick.
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
By the way, we have passed $3,000 in donations.
Hey, very nice.
Tickling my feet.
So I believe we need to write a third donate onto that board at some point.
I'll do it if I fail the cutscene skip.
I need food.
Alright, now we're just gonna grab all of these gags for one last time.
Some surprisingly expensive penny candy.
And now we're coming up to a exceedingly long and very tedious, very annoying race.
Just call me Air Homer.
This race is, I think this is the longest one in the entire game, maybe apart from one of the Apu ones. So it's just
Ouch! My bikini
terrible.
zone's chafing.
Yeah, you're gonna buy
So
a
if
car?
you've got any donations, go ahead.
I'd love to sit.
We have $50 from Angela. Beyond Blue, good charity. LiquidWifi, good speedrunner. Feels good, man.
Feels good.
We have plenty of incentives coming up. Of course, we have Middle-earth Shadow of War as the next game. After that is Fire Emblem Three Houses, where there is a bidding war for what the main character's name should be. Allison is winning at $25, Sothis at $10. We have Naming the Time Sweeper in Blink 2 Masters of Time and Space. Currently the winner there is Jimmy on $30. We still need another $349 to achieve the Whack-A-Molar minigame in Smile for Me. And we still need another $500 or so for Banjo-Kazooie Glitch Exhibition. So get those donations in, everybody.
I want the Banjo-Kazooie Glitch Exhibition. I want it.
Eat my dust.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's really not much to go on with this race. The AI cars can be pretty terrible. But as you can see, we went through all of that, and we've still only completed just on 1 lap now. To put it in Twitch chat form, this is the Resident Sleeper race, so that's pretty much it.
We apparently have front page of Twitch as well.
Hey, very nice.
Yes, for anyone who's just happens to have started tuning in, this is the Australian Speedrun Marathon.
Few more.
We are speedrunning various games to raise money for Beyond Blue, a charity that is built around providing awareness and support for people with mental health issues.
Very, very good charity. Everyone should consider donating to it. Alright, we're on the last lap. It's almost over. the pain is
Who put all
almost
this
over.
driving in a driving game?
Sorry?
Who put all this driving in a driving
I know,
game?
right? Like, what were they thinking? Where's the walking?
I blame
What walk?
society.
Where's the jump kicking?
Alright,
Where's the race of just kicking boxes twice?
I love that race. It's my favorite. Alright, I'm gonna try out a strat that I haven't done in a while, just to see if it works. So there's a small bit of road that you can reset on there, and if you reset in just the right area, it's really tight. You can actually go through the barricade and jump, take the jump over. It's way slower, and only for, you know, style points, but you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, the race is finally over. Yeah, 3 minutes later. 3 minutes later, and the race is complete. All right.
Okay.
So the intended place where you're meant to buy the zombie car is actually at the cemetery, but for whatever reason, and I still to this day don't know what causes this, and someone from in the shark community might know this.
Damn it! I dropped my kebab.
But they, well, oh, spooky bot, please.
Myself, your history.
For whatever reason, you can actually buy it only after this race at the power plant. It's incredibly bizarre. I'm really not sure what's what causes that to happen. So if I pass through here, you should see him. Maybe? Actually, I've never really paid attention to this. Is he in the graveyard? He's not in the graveyard. Interesting. That's very weird. So yeah, last race in Homer 2. We're just driving all the way to the power plant. This is basically what, you know, autopsies require.
Like when I got here.
And then we'll finally get into the good stuff for Homer 2. So yeah, it's this guy, and he has the symbol above him, meaning you can buy a zombie car. It's so weird. Alrighty, here we go. So this is this mission will feature our first out of bounds. There's going to be a lot to go over here. So whilst this is a follow mission, this follow mission is incredibly unforgiving. It is very easy to fail this follow mission, like super easy. And I'm gonna try and do out of bounds whilst also doing this unforgiving mission, and I'm already far behind because I needed that box. But getting that box is also making it a bit tough. This will be really close, actually. This will be a bit tricky. Oh boy, oh boy, oh, I'm gonna have to be so quick. I'm gonna have to be so quick here. Oh boy. No! Wow, traffic is having none of it. I don't know if I can even go for it. Traffic is truly having none of it. Alright, I have to just... Ah, that's unfortunate. Alright. Traffic was having... it was taking nothing from that, damn. It's okay, we have a backup for that. So in an ideal situation, what would happen is you jump over the bridge, skip the triggers that put you back on, and you'd be out of bounds. But we have a secondary method, which also means I get to do this, in which eventually he'll get around. All right. Okay. Don't want to get out too early there, otherwise the countdown will cause me to fail.
Like the power plant, I'm bored of this level. I am so smart.
This is a prime example of Homer 2 wasps. Absolutely top-notch example. Alright. Now, just before we start this mission, there's a wasp and a gag in power plant area that we just need to pick up. I do not like wasps in Homer 2. They are very annoying.
I wish I had a dog with a saddle.
Alright, and now we can start the mission. So what we were hoping for with the previous out of bounds was to jump over the bridge, end up out of bounds, and drive in a particular way to keep this back area unloaded. But unfortunately, because this back area is loaded since I failed the out of bounds, we have to do this strat which is considerably worse, and one of the worst strats in the entire game. So I just have to climb up. Alright, that's nice, that's nice. And now we're out of bounds. So this skips driving all the way around Springfield. Out of bounds as a whole, for every single one of them, saves around 2.5 minutes. It is way, way quicker. And it really does make Homer 2 just unique in its own right. Whereas before it was just a very boring end to the run, now it's actually pretty intense. Alright, so we got another out of bounds coming up here, but before this out of bounds, we're gonna quickly grab the zombie car. And we're gonna get school roof. So we can reverse up this bush. Ah, I got a bad position. It's alright, we'll get it this time. Easily reverse up this bush. And get onto the school roof. And now I'm going to use the vents to get a bigger boost, so like that. That was beautiful. Skips a little bit of running. And I need to grab this wasp. Alright, now I'm gonna, and then mission restart into zombie car once again, to be picked up earlier. Grab these little collectibles, and then we're gonna do out of bounds.
That wasn't part of the deal.
If I can pick up the collectible. Alright. So we gotta, there's a big wreckage that sort of blocks the rich side of town, which is cut off. But if I position myself correctly, I can jump over this wreckage, jump over the triggers that put me back to the wreckage, and then get out of bounds. Alright, now I'm using the background as sort of like a guide to figure out where I have to drive.
It's that black car again. Ooh, it has the
So is this
speed
like
of a
big rigs where you
Tesla.
go faster and faster with no acceleration cap if you go backwards?
Not quite, but there is a infinite speed glitch coming up, so it's not, you're not far off, you're not far off. Quickly grab these coins, nice free coins to pick up. Alright, and this is probably the hardest singular strat in the entire game. 7-5 out of bounds. It's not more like a difficult strat to actually execute, it's more that it's like just, it's hard to explain. It's very precise, but like, you can attempt it as many times as you want, more or less. So hopefully I get it first try, that'd be nice.
Way to ignore the speed limit.
Alright, let's give her a shot. That's bad positioning. Alright. Ah, got a little too much meat on the sauce on that meat pie. Alright, let's try it again. That's more like it. Alright. So we can use the little height that we got from that. Alright, now we're out of bounds once again. Alright, so from here, we're not actually going to, like, finish off the rest of the story missions. Because there is a wasp at the wreckage. You'll see that when I drive past it, there'll be a wasp that spawns. This guy was a big routing issue for a very long time. But we managed to work around to where we can get that in a very unique way. But to do that, we need to do a main menu op. So we may as well use this main menu op to do the level 1 cleanups. So, we're gonna finish off by 100%ing Homer 1. Grab Opal Wheel, because it's just 2 races. And, sorry, it's a race and a bonus mission, not 2 races, my mistake.
Eat my dust. Ow, my neck.
So first up we have the Millhouse race, which is just driving in a circle 5 times. It's a A lot of these races are pretty, you know, nothing really much I can say during it. So if you have any donos, go for it.
I mean, I'm surprised you're going in a circle 5 times in a Formula vehicle, not NASCAR, but we have $2 from Yanarin saying, I hope you take back all doorbells % world record one day. And the doorbells aren't gags, so I don't see what's funny about doing that. We have $20 from Tamaki. Really glad to see such great community working together for a great cause. Let's go back to Homer 1. You got your wish, Tamaki.
We're here.
And $100 from Ticker. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Alright. So if you guys haven't, if this is not enough hit and run for you guys, I want you guys to know that there is a second hit and run speed run on the schedule. It's all story missions. It's a race between, I believe it's Gordo and Atomic Caleb. I think that's two very very good runners in this game. It'll be actually a really good race.
Sweet.
Oh, I'm not, I was stretching my face. Yeah, that'll be really good. All story missions is a pretty different category to this one. So, definitely make sure you watch that one if you're interested in if you've had a good time watching this one. So, here we're going to pick up the boards and then we're going to enter the tobacco field. This mission is incredibly easy to get hit and run on because you're just... One, you're in open wheel, so that makes it difficult by default. But, you drive through the tobacco field, which is just full of objects that increase your hit and run. So, just gotta be real careful not to get the police on me. If I do get the police on me, I just have to make sure I don't get busted, because my coin route will be pretty tight from here on out. Alright, let's hit and run. Alright, cool, I got that wasp. So when you get busted in hit and run, what happens is you lose 50 coins. It's basically like you pay your bail. And if you don't have 50 coins, you just lose whatever you have left. Oh, that was really dangerous. Oh, that was really close. Cletus is that was the end of Cletus, it looks like.
The wolf is at old Gil's door.
Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back rubs.
Alright. There we go. We have 100%ed Homer 1. Oh, almost. We have almost 100%ed Homer 1. One more wasp. Almost there. There we go. Alright. And now we're going to go finish off the last 2 story missions. Alright.
Wow.
So this is your infinite speed that you were wondering about. Coming up in this mission. So there's a trigger in this game called a jump zone. And a jump zone usually is it's meant to be used so that you don't get stuck on like a slope. It's usually used in jumps, as you can probably guess by the name. So like a lot of shortcuts will have it. Like this one has a jump zone. But it has a bunch of side effects, which is infinite speed and very bouncy physics. Like you'll know what I'm talking about when it happens. But if you park your car in a jump zone, get out of it, and then your car gets moved from the jump zone like it has here, you'll actually keep the effects instead of losing it when you drive out of it normally.
Now that's driving.
So
That's totally not supposed to happen.
you see here that it's a little hard to control. I'm gonna use this to try and get out of bounds. That looks beautiful. And then this is sort of the deloading of the back area I was talking about. And here we're going to have another infinite speed glitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 wheels on the ground. And you'll see that we're going to zoom on into the playground real quick.
So it is big rigs.
It is. Yeet. Except, unfortunately, this game caps your speed to 720 kilometers an hour before it just says reset your car. So you can't just get infinite speed, but you can get very, very high speed.
Let's make the scene.
You
Alright,
get very speed.
very speed. Alright, this is the wasp that I was talking about. If I angle my car just correctly, I can get it as a freebie. That's another use of a jump, so you can use it to get a wheelie. Alright, and this is where we have our final cutscene skip. This one I think is longer than the Apu one, so if I miss this one, it's it's nasty. And this is where you'll see the better hundo mod come in. Normally right after the split we do coin grinding. Oh, whoa! Which broom, please. But thanks to the mod, we don't have to do coin grinding. So we'll just jump straight into cleaning up the rest of the game and getting 100%. As soon as we finish this mission. Alright, so from here I have to really make sure I don't blow up the waist, otherwise I have to, like, do everything over again. For those who haven't played this game before, basically I'm carrying the waist to the alien spaceship. If I hit like a car or a wall or anything almost like that, hard enough, it'll blow up the waist and I have to go back and pick it up. But I didn't blow up anyways. That's good. That's very good. Alright, let's see if I get this. Nice. Okay, there we go. And now you will see that our coin count has gone up to 6,101. Well, as soon as I pick up a coin, you'll see it. And that is the effects of the better hundo mod. So it basically just skips all of the 20 minutes of coin grinding, which is not very fun. I'll grab all those coins and then I'm going to pick up Mr. Burns'
If I didn't play so
limo.
many video games, I'd be in better shape.
Thank you, Night Theorist, for making that, like, 2 days before the marathon, actually.
Yo.
Happen. Alrighty.
Whoa, that was the coolest. Finally, my years of
So,
ballet
now all we're
paid
doing
off.
here is we're just going through each of the levels and cleaning up everything that we've missed. Getting any wasps, any gags, bonus missions, races, all that kind of stuff. We're just going in, any clothing items, just finishing it all off, that's it. Alright, I'm going to do something I would never do, and I'm going to pick Hugo Bart. I don't like Hugo Bart, but we're going to pick Hugo. So I am completely convinced that the Milking the Pigs, the very start of the Milking the Pigs music sounds like the Friends theme. I'm utterly convinced it does. Everyone tells me it doesn't, but I'm so convinced it does sound like it.
No one runs me over but Mr. Burns.
It truly does. Listen to it.
problemo. You got it.
Yeah, see, it's right there. I hear it every time. I was too busy focusing on the music, I forgot to actually despawn the car. Whoops.
Bart Simpson at your service.
Sweet as a cheese Danish.
Time to lay
Well, I guess
some
no one
rubber
told your
down.
life was gonna be this way.
Watch where you're going, you. Time to go.
I'm
Jump to
stuck.
light speed.
Okay, I'm no longer stuck.
I think I felt something.
Alright, so that's how we use Mr. Burns' limo. This is, I think this is the only thing we use Mr. Burns' limo for anymore.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
So yeah, it's very, very good for this mission. It makes quick work of the police car and, somewhat quick work of the milk truck. Milk truck's a little bit trickier because there's not really a good place to get him.
Push it real good.
That was very interesting. Traffic! Traffic!
You'll be hearing from my
Alright, we got him, we got him. Alright, we'll switch to open world for the races.
Hello, drivers. Got a little situation here.
Alright.
Oh, that was so cool.
Okay.
Perfection. Thy name is Bud.
Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. That mission sometimes can be very, very painful to do. But that's actually one of my favorite bonus missions, I think. Very, very fun.
Hey, Nelson,
So after this race, we're going to return to getting down with the clown, which was a mission that we skipped. So the reason why it's a lot better, as I mentioned before, it offers route benefits. There's a race just on the other side of the casino that I could, like, mission warp to, I could drive to. But what I will do instead is I'll do the mission that leads directly to the casino, which is 6-2. And then I can just turn around after I finish the mission and drive straight to the race. So it's like a 10-second faster. It just offers a 10-second faster route change, which is really, really nice. And it makes all the hover bike stuff early very possible. Alright, we got 2 more laps in this one. I'll show you guys something really cool. You can drive in here, drive along the side. Activate this checkpoint and reset your car, and you'll end up up here.
This is too cool for school.
Which is it's not faster in this category, but it's a neat little thing. All right, last lap. You've lapped Homer.
You all right?
Give it up for America's best.
And to 6-2 we go. So there's another really big benefit of doing 6-2 late is there's one particular wasp that is absolutely terrible. if you do this mission when you're meant to do it. But for whatever reason I really don't understand how this works. This wasp like doesn't move at all in this route. It's so strange.
It's time for some road.
But you know, you take the win. It's very, very good wasp.
Oh, this is too cool for school.
Now in this route,
Eat my dust eaters. Charlie horse, Charlie horse.
this guy right here is the one I'm talking about. Doesn't move an inch. Let's finish off this mission, and then we're going to drive to Casino Race and do the rest of part 2. Feel free to read out a donation or two.
Well, I'd like to remind you to go to donate.ozspeedruns.com for all your donating needs. We have quite an impressive list of incentives this year. The ones coming up the soonest are Fire Emblem 3 Houses, naming Byleth. Link 2, Masters of Time and Space, and naming the Time Sweeper. That's currently Jimmy winning at $30. We have Smile for Me with the Whack-A-Molar minigame. We still need a good $400 on that one. Banjo-Kazooie Glitch Exhibition. Costumes for Resident Evil 3 and 2 Remake. The name for the Mii in Mario Golf World Tour. The All Gems category in Phonics Racing Adventure. And the trainer names in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Heart Gold.
All very good incentives. All of them.
You should also donate to Fantasy Zone Master System Bosses. So I have to run 2 games in a row on Saturday.
Whoa, wicked. I'm a noogie unit.
Make them suffer.
Yeah, then I have to host for another like 4 hours after. It's gonna be great. Inflict the pain on me.
Eat asphalt eaters.
Alright, this race, so there's a card on top of Planet High. There's a wasp and a card on top of Planet High. And we're gonna pick him up during this race. This is not an easy thing to pick up. It's very likely that I'll probably fail this. I failed in a run yesterday that I did for practice. But maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows? Who knows?
Woo, nice one.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna abuse the reset function that races have, and basically it's gonna look like that I'm coming up through the wall, through the floor. Sorry, not the wall. So it'll basically just look like I'm rising up. So what I'll do is I'll drive down here, grab this box, and you'll see, there it is. Alright, now the tough part is grabbing all this stuff before the timer runs out.
Sweet.
Alright, nice, that was very nice. Sorry, Patty, didn't mean to kick you. Alright, then we got the last race here. Here's that wasp that we skipped earlier, outside the observatory after 6-3. Pick that up now. Finish off part 2. Not much left in this level. Only a few cars, I think a wasp and a card. So yeah, using open wheel race car, not only is it faster, but it also just makes everything so much easier. Like, failing a race in open wheel race car would probably only ever happen, like, if you blew up the car from hitting too much stuff. There's also a lot of little shortcuts that you can take. Like that one there. There's a neat one up here that took us way too long to find. This one is interesting. So we can't actually do the regular reset because the regular reset, it works based on resetting to the nearest road. Because races are resetting to your last known road, what it would do is it would put me back like near the chum and stuff. So I have to actually drive through the boat, which is still faster, but I just have to make sure I don't reset there.
2¼ hours in, I think that's the first time you've actually driven through the boat.
Yeah, that is correct. Alright, we're gonna be climbing up this little side here. Nice, very nice. So the intended way to get this particular card is it's an elevator. It's like a train that will take you up, and you have to run all the way around the front of the boat. So that was a really big discovery. It saved like 25 seconds. You can see the crane in the distance over there. That one was found by Lappin. Don't know how he managed to find that one, but that one was like a very impressive find. I don't actually need the hover bike. I don't know why I felt the need to grab the hover bike, but I just wanted to grab the hover bike. Alright, now we're coming back to Homer 2 for the last time. Just to real quick grab these 2 gags and his outfits. Oh, these 4 gags and his outfits. My mistake. And, worst outfit in the game, Dirty Homer. No question. Dirty Homer is terrible. And, best outfit in the game, Donut Homer. Alright, so in, part 2 cleanups, we've got a bonus mission and all 3 races that we have to complete.
No problemo.
So, this one is basically like all the extra stuff, which is the case with everything except for Apu at this point, I think. Where we only have to do the 3 races. So in this mission, Grandpa needs blood, and Bart is more than happy to find some blood for him.
Nice driving, man.
So,
This must be worth a fortune.
we have to just drive through, and for whatever reason, Mo has blood. Actually, you know what? That isn't even surprising, to be completely honest. Mo having blood. I know he works at a bar, but
Mo, do you have
it just suits his character very, very well. But the weird one is Krusty Burger, the kid having blood, the squeaky voiced teen. That's the weird one.
It's time for some road rage, Bart Simpson style.
Alright, grab a few of these gags along the way. No, that is not a gag, that is getting back in the car.
Do you have any?
Alright, now we've got enough blood, we can go back to...
Oh, this is too cool for school.
Go back to Grandpa and finish off the mission. Alright, what outfit do I want for Bart? Do I want tall, football, or third one that no one ever cares about? Ninja. I think football Bart would be a good choice. No one likes tall Bart. Tall Bart is the worst one. So from here we have three more races. The next race is a very interesting one. This is where we abuse the reset function in races, like, pretty much to its best. Because we can use it to get a bunch of, like, a gag and a wasp, and also make the race a lot quicker. So it's way better for this particular race. This one was a huge time save when we found this trick.
3, 2, 1. It's time for some road.
So by hitting this road and then facing, like, sideways, we spawn inside the tires. We can hit all the checkpoints from within here.
Eat asphalt eaters.
And grab that wasp and that gag.
Eat asphalt eaters.
And this part is a little tight, we just don't want to go back inbounds. And one more lap should do it. And for the last lap, we can just drive out through here, since we don't need to be out of bounds anymore.
Oh yeah, I totally rule.
The wolf is at old Gil's door.
I gotta work off my gut.
Guy, you're gonna buy a car?
Yeah, shoutouts to Blast Core Races. With that, Skip.
Wouldn't be too.
We have a $10 donation from Swags. Thank you, Wide Man, for making me Wide Peepo happy. Donation to Banjo Glitch Exhibition. And $10 more from our good friend Background Character 592. You can split all the coin I donated so far between the Banjo Glitch incentive and the Commentator Suffering incentive. Thank you very much. Pain is what I love.
Good choices, good choices.
Yeah, can someone on staff count for me how much Background Characters donated? Been a lot.
Alright. So there's a bit of a
That was totally awesome.
side effect to using enter skip storage. So if Bart is walking in the animation, so there's only two cutscenes. So there's only two mission warps where Bart is actually like walking. You don't gain control over Bart while he's walking, so you have to just wait for the animation to finish. It's really annoying. It cuts out a lot of good potential routing, and it's kind of sucks, honestly. Alright, last race of Bart 1 cleanups. We're almost there. We're almost done. We're gonna try for a frame perfect trick coming up here. This only saves like 2 seconds, but it's really, really cool if I get it.
Time to lay some rubber down. Oh, now come on. What's my name?
So when I said that you could reset your car and it'll take you to the nearest known road, or sorry, the last known road, that also accounts for roads that go above you. So when we drive into the highway area coming up here, what we can do is we can hug the wall, because that's not technically a road, and then the shortcut goes above it. And there, right there, I got the strat. What it will do is it'll put us back at the top of the shortcut and cut off driving around the shortcut. That's actually a lot harder than it looks, I swear to God.
Give it up for America's best.
Alright, and that's the end of Part 1.
I seem to be stranded here. Can you help a sister out?
So, providing that I haven't missed any collector cards, in an absolute great situation, which is this situation, I can pick up that Lisa ticket, which is a lot faster than getting it at any other point because I have to come back here. It's just annoying otherwise. So I collected all the collector cards, which is really, really good. I don't have to worry about those anymore. And now I can finish off just collecting everything else.
How'd you like a newspaper upside your head? Save me, weekend dad!
Millhouse.
3, 2.
Once again, where instead of instead of typical Formula One going around in a circle, we're changing it up a little bit and we're going around in a sort of a figure 8. Crazy stuff. Fortunately, there's not too much that you can really really say during these cleanups. Is more or less just, you know, as it sounds, you finish off what you've missed, what you haven't got. And doing these races in, you know, the cars that you have at the time. Whoa, that was interesting. Is considerably slower. Considerably slower. I'm very surprised about I just gotta say, I'm quite surprised that apart from the one mission failed and limo going badly and the
Easiest pie.
the one mission failed, the limo going badly, and the out of bounds fail. This has been a pretty clean run overall.
So hungry. Need federally
It's very very uncommon to get a run that is this clean in Hundo on a no reset.
Can you please pick me up?
Very much thought I was going to have a much more difficult time with this. Alright, so we just gotta finish off getting what we missed in Crustula because we couldn't get it all in Clueless. We got this wasp up here. We got this wasp back here, rather. Went for a bit of a journey.
Maybe a soy pop would perk me up.
And boxes and vending machines aren't actually required for 100%, but as I said before, they're great for making sure you have enough coins to buy everything.
I should have paid more attention in the gym.
Now we'll just do the
Why are you?
Ralph race. So this race is actually really, really difficult casually. This race is ruthless casually. Marja, I'm pretty sure Marja's car actually goes faster than what her like actual Kanginari does, the one that the player can use. It is a ridiculously difficult race casually. Like, this is definitely among the hardest. But hey, we have open wheel race car. Makes it a lot easier. Take this nice little shortcut down the side of the bowling, down the side of the Bolorama. Nice and easy. And this is the first time that we're going to see me get out of the car before I cross the finish line. If I don't mess up my... Whoa! So, the reason why I'm getting out of my car to cross it is because normally if you were to just cross in the car itself, what would happen is you'd be placed like by Patty and Selma. But if you're out of the car and cross the finish line, it'll remember your position so you can be closer to your car.
Loser says what? What? Ha ha! 1, go!
So it saves a little bit of running towards it.
Forward momentum. Go back to school.
Alright, this mission, this race is a bit lengthy, so if you have any donos, go ahead.
Well, we have one donation we can definitely stretch out here. $5 from Natalie. Because we had to skip on coin grinding, Dan'll plan. Lisa needs braces. Dan'll plan. Lisa needs braces. Dan'll plan. Lisa needs braces. Dan'll plan. And you can keep this going if we want. We can take turns. We can start alternating it, doing it as a round.
That'll plan.
Lisa needs braces.
Good teamwork. Good teamwork.
Oh man, feels like someone broke our concentration. We've got to start it all over again.
Dental plan.
Lisa needs braces.
That's a top quality episode. That's a very good episode.
Great episode. Big Book of British Smiles. 1,000 monkeys and 1,000 typewriters.
Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?
It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
Alright. So,
Principal,
this bonus mission.
the time for action is
We got
now.
Agnes in the back of the car. Sometimes she doesn't shut up. She, occasionally she'll just talk non-stop.
I hope these are
And
recyclable.
occasionally
What
she'll
are
just
you
say nothing.
doing?
I ain't paying
There
for
she
that,
is.
bub.
No, Mother. Oh, wow. Mother loves
Oh, that was a
cleaning
nice
old
bounce.
lady underwear.
Principal
See, I have the
Skinner,
privilege
really
here of
should
having
defend
the
my
stream
search.
muted, but still
Maybe
hearing
these
the
gold
wonderful
stars
voice of
will
Liquid.
change your mind.
All right.
You're lucky you didn't have to listen to Lisa. Very nice. Alright. She said one line. You gonna say another? She sometimes has some pretty ruthless
Truly
lines,
a
like,
standard deviation above the mean.
oh,
Taking it to
that could be
the
nasty.
Principal Skinner, I can't help you anymore. I need to search for Bart.
Alright.
I apologize.
Last little bit we gotta pick up.
Vietnam.
We're only doing errands,
Promise this
errands
next stop
for
will be the
Skinner
last.
because,
I wonder if I'll get extra credit for this.
he's too lazy to do it himself. He doesn't even have any information on Bart, he's just,
You're no good
Doing-
at anything.
Yes, Mother.
he's just doing this to waste our time, basically. There you go, there's another Agnes line.
Not from the gifted class, I see. Let's depress pedal to undercarriage.
I never heard that voice line before. That tells me you're getting the wrong side of the car voice line.
Just a few more.
Come on, can we get another Agnes voice line? Do it for me. Agnes, come on, say something. No, she's not gonna do it. Ah, so sad.
You never learn,
Oh!
do you?
One at the last moment. Yes.
I hope kids at
One at the last moment. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right,
I need a
only
lot
2 more
of
levels to go.
Sexy mommy needs a ride.
Only 2 more levels to go.
Everyone better stay out of my
We're making
way.
good time.
You got
Alright,
it.
so in this bonus mission, in comic book guy's words himself,
This isn't stealing.
he's been
Hope I don't have to pay
sending gifts
for
to
that
Agnes,
sensible shoe
except
tonight.
Skinner keeps blocking them. And he's not a terribly mobile person, so Marge is going to get the gifts for him. So he can try and give them to Agnes himself. Give them to Agnes himself. So we gotta go around the school, we gotta pick him up. This bonus mission is actually like, yeah, it's not a great bonus mission. I'm not a fan of this one.
Ooh, feels good
I
to
find the
switch
traffic can be
games.
particularly annoying as well. Alright, so from here we actually need 1175 coins. So we have more than enough coins. I had a very good coin route this run.
Steady wins the race.
So we are absolutely fine on coins. Gotta grab these 2 gags, and we'll grab the last item, and then deliver them back to comic book guy.
Having 3 kids really slows you down. I could
Didn't get the
really
nerd
use a
car.
lift.
I almost always grab the nerd car because that's like one of the longest phone booths in the run. Always think I'm on open wheel and that I don't grab open wheel.
Nice girls finish fast.
And then we got 3 races. So this Marge route actually flows absolutely, like, it flows so nicely. This Marge route has been the same since like Hundo was first routed because just nothing else works. Because there's there's no mission warps to the other side of the map. And these two are right next to each other, and this one takes you to the direct other side of the map. So it's really, really good that everything just flows so nicely in this level. It all connects and flows beautifully.
Hope there's not much more.
Basically impossible to change the Marge route without like a big skip
Easy.
being discovered of some kind.
Look away, people. Nothing to say.
Alright, so drive on through. So if I missed this card earlier, the one on top of the roof, I'd have to get it during this. And getting it during this is a little scary because Frink is pretty fast in this race. Like, it's very easy to lose this race to Frink. Just gonna make a quick turnaround once we approach the finish line. That was not the greatest turnaround of my life, but you know, good enough. Alright, so we have 5 races left in the run. 2 of them are here, 3 of them are in Apu.
Hello, Milk. Oh, good. The car fumes are making me dizzy. Whoa. Oh,
There is no way to skip this.
3, 2.
So this is like a 20-second cutscene that we can't skip. Because we can't drive the car forward. We can't move the car forward at all. We just sit there and watch Milhouse suffer. Unfortunately. Oh, he's flying. He's not happy with me. So a cool thing you can do here, this isn't actually faster, but it's just kind of cool, is when you activate this last checkpoint, you can turn around, drive through here, and the first checkpoint that you actually activate normally is down the other side of the tunnel. Little cool thing. Sorry.
Want some donations?
Yep, go for it.
Alrighty, we have another $50 from Sky Queen, also known as Angela. Go Liquid Go! And can this and the last donor I did as Angela be put toward Banjo-Kazooie? Yes, that glitch exhibition now only needs $130 more, I think.
Oh, we can reach that before the end of the run. We can reach that.
180 more.
180, we can reach that too.
Yep. We have $5 from Richard here. Smithers, I'm beginning to think that Mikey from Recess was not the brilliant tactician I thought he was. Put this towards Banjo Glitch Exhibition.
Oh, my car's really dead. I should probably be careful about that.
Sorry.
And $5 from Sayans. Good luck for Woodacool and the rest of the ASM boys and girls and non-binary pals.
Thanks, Sayans.
Hey, cute.
I was gonna do a quick race restart to fix my car up, otherwise I can see this ending very badly.
3, 2. Just go already.
I did not expect to be this underestimated.
That's great. Flying ahead.
Yeah, we're really, like, I was surely not expecting to be this far underestimate. I thought I'd get like a 248 at absolute best. But this run has been very, very solid overall.
See, I was in mic check when this race started. Is this the last thing you need to do?
No, I've got 3 more races. I've got 3 more races.
Alrighty.
So we're nearly done. Not quite, but we're nearly done. One of the races is exceedingly long, unfortunately.
In charge.
But you know, it's almost done. It's almost done. Alright, last vehicle in Marge. And then we'll grab the other 2 vehicles that we need in Apu, which is, so we got the tractor here, we got the police car and the cola truck in the last level of in the Apu. And then we'd have 3 races and 1 vehicle from the race, and then it's done. So I'd say maybe like 5 minutes or so until it runs over.
Beautiful.
I must finish quickly or vomit.
Yeah, you're gonna buy a car.
I'll make sure to confirm I actually got 100% as well.
Cardio shot.
I think I forgot to do that my last marathon, which I just assumed I got 100%. So we got to make sure I confirm it this time. All right, so that's the end of the coin route. Our coin route is good. We had 100 extra coins.
I will pay you $1 million in the next
So the
life.
mod worked beautifully. And now we have this race. This race is a huge, like, sort of 2 loops, I guess. You go through this beginning area, this area around the, Krusty Burger. And you take the tunnel, and then you go all the way around the town hall. I don't know if you have any donations so soon after the last ones, but this would be a great time to read them.
It would be a great time to be reading donations, so don't forget it. Donate.ozspeedruns.com. You can also go to incentives.ozspeedrun.com to look at what incentives to donate towards.
I want to see that Banjo-Kazooie glitch exhibition. Absolutely.
Yeah. 3D platformers, we love them.
Yes.
What is Sky? What is Beachhead? They're both the same thing. Just swim through the air.
Alright. On to lap 2. Oh, halfway there. The Itchy and sorry, it's Vote Quimby van is that is a very big car. It's very easy to hit that car if you're not careful. Very, very easy. So, whilst I'm driving through the tunnel, because I like to try and, because to go fast, I want to try and take the inside path. I do have to make sure I'm not going to run into the Vote Quimby truck on lap 2, and on lap 1. I think it also can be affected. And then he likes to try and just sit around here. I passed him nicely there. Oh, I should probably look at where I'm going. And then gotta get past this guy. I'm pretty sure Bart will probably be popping out around the time I get around here. Yeah, I think I see him. Yeah, there he is. Oh, he got me! Wow! Wow, he must have drove so far out. He did that intentionally. He totally did that intentionally. Alright, almost done with this very long race. Alright.
Yeah, bring back the NASCAR.
Okay, 2 more races to go. So this one has, so once again, this one has the classic thing of Shah runners not actually, like, trying to make things as easy as possible. We used to just drive all around the highway, but there is this enormous gap, absolutely huge gap that exists between the tires in one of the shortcuts. And you can easily get cars in there. But for a very long time, until like 2018 I think it was, we just drove around the highway.
This is just between me and you, random object.
So, and that lost a lot of time, and I really don't know why we why we didn't bother looking at this particular gap sooner. So you can see it right here, it's huge gap, and we could easily squeeze through.
I can see my house from here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Alright, now we're just gonna... Finish line's coming up just near where we spawn in. Alright. Alright, now we're heading to the last race. So I think time will be in about minute 10, roughly. So I'll let you know. And then I'll check the scrapbook for 100%. So yeah, this category doesn't require you to finish the run on the final mission. It ends timing as soon as you get 100%. So it doesn't matter when you get 100%, as long as you have 100%, you can end the time.
So the time will be when you finish the race, or when you have checked the scrapbook?
Do it when I check the scrapbook, just in case I missed something.
Yep.
lap 3. So this one really is NASCAR. We're really ending with NASCAR. Except they need to fix their roads. Two more laps. So these bumps in the road are actually pretty difficult to navigate. I try to stick on the left side of one of them, the one outside Rose, and the right side of this one because it seems to have the most straight, like, drive. This one here is, like, really, really tough. The other ones aren't too bad. Alright. So, if everything's gone according to plan, this should be 100%. So, let's check the scrapbook, see if I've missed anything. I have missed nothing, so that sticker indicates 100%, so yeah, you can finish time. And there you go, we got all gags, all story missions, all bonus missions, so we got 100%.
Beautiful.
Honestly, a far better run than I could have ever hoped for. I was not expecting that.
A tremendous effort today.
That was quite good. Sorry, ASM organizers, didn't mean to cut you guys ahead by 15 minutes.
That's okay. It looks like Raikon is pretty much ready, so this probably won't be as big a gap as you're thinking it might be. Still, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, as always, for being a tremendous runner and tremendous source of content there, Liquid.
Thank you.
So, stick around, have a stretch, have a little walk around, grab yourself a bite to eat, go to the toilet, make a cup of tea. I know that's what I'm going to be doing. We'll be back quite soon. Take it away, music team.